place.
Are we?
Are we? Please be. Yes!
I'm waiting.
Ouch!
We
Why
are.
would you
immediately
do that?
you immediately hurt yourself. Oh.
Stream canceled, guys. Never mind. Foggy is
okay?
injured.
Stream cancel.
I'm fine. I clapped too
Oh my
hard.
God.
Why are you clapping?
For everyone's
Why?
knowledge, Froggy has a hurt arm
Yeah.
and
They
clapped
got
on
hit.
it,
They tried to become an isekai.
but failed, unfortunately, because the
Somebody
car
tried
was
to
more safer
isekai
than America.
me.
Unfortunately?
Yeah! Demon!
Unfortunately?
Demon!
I said the cars where you live are probably safer than America, so it didn't work.
Unfortunately?
Fortunately, Froggy didn't get isekai just crazy. You drive in a...
Unfortunate for you! Would you like to go to Isekai World?
Are you saying I'm
Let's be
better
real.
off dead?
No, let's be real. Let's be real, you would thrive in an isekai world.
You literally would.
I would.
You would be the person who go from level 1 to level 1000 in only 1 week of grinding.
Let's do that at a session today, you know? Alright. So, who wants to volunteer for recap? Inspiration on the table. So, mind you, for recaps, you use your inspiration in session or it passes.
Indeed.
I'll do it. I might miss a few things, but I remember some funny
I
things.
can't
Well,
remember
what
where
was my
we
inspiration?
began.
Damn.
Huh?
That's whatever.
You began right after finding out. Right after Valley tried to
Right after
drop...
Valley-
Valley tried to drop Seren as a friend.
As a friend.
Yeah, a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Then we talked a little bit about more confessions and such. Any questions were asked, and more gay things. After that and some more rest, the party made their way back to the northern villages. Finding Village C very populated for some reason, with all the Village A people as well. And a bunch of Formenos people.
We're staying in Village A.
We're staying in Village A. Then, we then found out that apparently Village A has been completely and utterly taken over by the Feywild.
What are you
Some
doing?
crazy reason.
That's wild onto the side of the streaming side chat. Anyways,
What did you just do? What was that?
I didn't do
Demon,
anything.
it's what Demon posted.
It did.
But after that, we then kind of got updated with the situation, and
Cameras are gone, Froggy.
Hold
Damn.
on, I want to see what you were saying.
Misty then went. The party then went to go find Baragond, who was elbow deep in research, and they talked for a little while, about if Misty was sacrificed, if depending on certain things. We got more Misty, more Formenos lore in general. Also got some Valley lore. That's fun.
What was the
Fuck
value
them
of?
currently. Just technically, we got the confirmation of just no selfish. No likes toys.
Yeah.
Then
The party split.
We-
Oh no, wait, you got gifts.
we outed Varagon.
Yeah.
We outed Varagon.
Yay!
Gay. And then Misty came out to Varagon.
You're one
I
of them
had to make
queers,
sure that
aren't
he
you?
wasn't homophobic.
We had a certified Seren moment. For real.
The only
But-
one that's been intentional so far.
Yeah, that's how it
We love
went.
you anyways! Love you!
Then after that, the party split for a little bit. We all did our separate things. Go watch the VOD to find out what those were if you didn't. Stop dying, demon. Then we as a wonderful party, came back together to witness Sam Reich drag Sibylle to go confess her feelings towards Lele, which was great, and that happened. And I don't exactly remember if anything else came of that particular
He got
interaction.
hit
That's
by
fine.
a rock.
Yeah, he did get hit by a rock. I did remember that.
He didn't have to get hit by a rock, but
But he did.
Sam
It was a
Reich's
pebble.
ex-spouse
It was a
for a
pebble, I
rock and-
promise.
We
It
then
was a pebble, I promise.
it could have been just a sand clod.
we do not need to give you a
Didn't have to
sling
be a
at
pebble.
all.
We were on a
Um,
beach.
But after that, we then proceeded to go on our way. We got some fancy spell rings and other such stuff from Baragond at one point to help us on our journey, and then we started on our merry way. And then we come across someone that's familiar that should technically be dead as far as we're aware, and then yeah, we're in front of like Melodia's caravan or something. I don't know. We're here.
Alright, well, since you're here, let's pick up where here is.
But great,
A
what a great
familiar
sentence.
melody filled the air. And as you passed by a traveling band, you noticed somebody familiar there. Somebody who, like Kildo said, should have been dead. A party member that you never had. Amaryllis.
I never thought that. For the record.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Shut up.
But
That's my girl.
it didn't take long for Sibylle to clock what was happening. After all, Sibylle was the one who called her here, right? As Sibylle hums a melody, the illusions of what was connected to that memory appear. And well, what do you do?
We all see that, right?
Yes. And you would recognize the tune, methinks.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, great.
Yay.
Amaryllis
Kind of the
stops-
point.
Amaryllis stops in the tune and takes a bow. Though wisdoms are welcome to be rolled.
Fucker.
Yeah, roll.
They were saves, right?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot I had a +9 in that.
Oh.
18.
18.
Yep, you're good. You're good. Even though the melody has seemingly stopped, you can still hear that it's buzzing behind it, like almost in the
Nat 20.
background.
Again.
Amazing.
Beautiful for you guys.
I don't fall for this.
You-
You can fully, like, mind you, all of you can tell that even though the melody has stopped, it is still playing. And Demon, you know exactly what's going on. You know that these figures, none of them are actually standing before you.
Demon's here.
Lele, sorry. None of them are actually standing before you. And the rest of you simply still hear the melody. Except for you, Sibylle. You do have the impression of kind of seeing your old party member coming by.
Oh, great, look, it's illusions again.
Though you're aware, though the memory you have here is that this party member went off with Melodia for some reason. You're aware still, regardless, that this is connected to Melodia.
I think what I did last session before we ended was hum the little, like, lullaby tune.
You did.
Check it, because we saw Amaryllis and we're like, okay,
Yeah, and you
that's
are...
not real. Let's
It's real.
check this, and then...
Yeah. And you are seeing,
would've-
like, the kids as
it
well.
is.
It's more, you are
Yeah.
aware, because of that, you are aware that these memories are probably fake. And mind you, they're not, like, expertly crafted either.
Yeah. it's
Like,
not
you
intended
have,
to, like...
this is just the effect this carries. So, like, you failing the whiz save still means you're affected, but, like, you also know better.
That's okay.
It's loud.
Yeah. It's more like these like false memories do also fill your head a bit.
Well, at least it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Amaryllis takes a bow and kind of goes like, I didn't expect to see all of you here.
Traveling in the same direction.
Not really. Opposite directions. Though something inclines me to want to travel with you now.
I do believe Sibylle told the party that there was an option to be able to summon Melodia.
I'm gonna be
you
honest.
just kind of did.
I don't think I.
You
I don't
just
think
kind
I
of
You
did
didn't
it!
tell-
Did I
You
just
said
did
it!
I
You
not
don't
say
tell
a
us.
fucking word?
You didn't say a single
not
word in
explain-
character.
Because I talked about it.
No.
Yeah, out of character. You've talked about it out of character.
You
to us,
didn't
but you haven't
know
said
what I
anything in
party.
character.
You did not want
Lele has no reason to think you know that. Did any of you guys think you know that?
Did I not mention it when saying that we talked to her? That Kona and Sibylle talked to Melodia? And that it was an option if Valley betrayed us.
You didn't say you
said
summoned
that
Melodia,
we
though.
could. You said that we can work with her. Never how she appeared.
Hi. This is my fault, I guess.
Yeah.
You did not
I
want
wonder
your
where that urge
party.
comes from. If only I wasn't stupid.
This is such an odd coincidence right now that we're just running into, you know, Melodia's illusions. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
What a coincidence. I wonder what happened that caused this.
Where's Melodia?
Yeah. Where is she?
Here to help. Somewhere, probably. In vicinity. Maybe.
Amaryllis takes a slight step back and is like, well, it's a bit forward to ask her to reveal herself.
Have we been too used to how casual Valley was?
Yes.
Yes.
That's good.
My bad. I thought I said it. Never mind.
Said what?
What?
Out of
I feel like
You
I'm
know,
missing
I
a lot
so-
of
I
fun.
mentioned
Yeah,
and I
so
So
never did.
sometimes I forget that you have not been here since the beginning.
Me
So-
too. You feel like you've just been here.
So, hi. I hope you don't have any catchy tunes in your head at the moment, because if you start humming them or singing
They'll
them or
become
anything,
alive.
they will start bringing memories alive. Welcome to what Melodia does.
Okay.
And there's a
Well-
chance that you believe whatever illusion or whatever thing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we got the sun piece that Valley took with them from Melodia. So we've encountered
Originally.
them.
Not the
We got
recent
encountered-
one. The original one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one that
that's-
keeps getting lost, found,
The one,
lost.
I said the one that Valley took.
Yeah, the one the Valley took.
Yeah.
I feel like an act of goodwill would be handing that back, though.
So about that.
We don't.
She has it.
We don't
No.
have it.
Wait, does she or did
Valley.
Maragon use it?
Oh, the one that we have right now. That one. That's a whole different one. The one that.
We don't have that.
No, the one
guys,
the
we
one
don't
that
have that.
Valley used originally.
The one that Valley
Or
used
Valley took
originally,
originally.
you do not have.
Yeah.
I'm
Valley
pretty
took
sure
it.
it was like about
Yeah.
that.
The sun piece that we took from you. Valley has it and has thrown a tantrum and ran off.
So she's betrayed you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried to kill me.
Kind of dropped Seren as a friend.
That's also kind of this is the reveal. It was just that's also kind of why I did that. And was calling for you because I thought she was going to die and I got scared.
You see Misty's
Sorry.
slow turn. She was looking away from this towards you. Huh?
Huh?
normally in a bad panicking situation, you don't really like start humming and singing and all kinds of things like that. You kind of scream.
Oh, is this like how
You summon Melodia.
when
little
Seren like
bit.
panicked, she kissed you?
She really did betray us.
Is this like the same vein?
And she sent me here to talk to you.
It's nice to see you
Ah.
again.
It's a pleasure. It's bless you.
Bless whoever just died. That was a power sneeze if I've ever heard one.
It was.
You hear that from the heavens?
Bless you,
Melodia
Melodia.
sneezed.
Amaryllis smiles. Amaryllis smiles and goes like, "I'm actually really excited to be here with you again. It's been a while since we traveled together."
Yep.
Sure, buddy.
Yep. Smile.
Yes, nonetheless, thanks for the help in
Assistance.
the fight that we did have together.
I guess I didn't really do much back then, did I?
You did fine for what you could do.
Well, I suppose if that's the case, we could, well, Melodia did promise to work together, so I suppose that we could make a deal then. And she kind of holds out her hand.
To who?
Well, to work together, right?
Is this aimed towards any person, or is this
No, no
it
one
just
in
aimed
particular.
Towards... Oh, okay.
It sounds like a Sibylle thing. This is your
Okay.
business.
This is my fault. And also, I
Do
think
you-
I had the worst rolls initially with her.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You have full
think I had-
memories of Amaryllis.
I
as
had
a
the
full
most of her,
person.
I think. Yeah.
I stole your good rolls.
I'm already soft to you. Come here.
As you
I'll-
reach to shake her hand, a loud thunder, just a thunderous roar rings out from around.
God fucking damn it.
Oh no. So quick?
Hey, this one's me. This is on me. Not this one. I point at Misty. It's like, this one's on me.
And the skies turn a familiar grey. In the distance, you
What?
again see a figure. An angry figure of Valley.
Fucking kidding me.
So quick? Shit.
Amaryllis jumps back in fear and goes like, "Wait, why is she here? Are you guys working with her still?"
No, girl.
She kind of tried to kill
totally
me and
stalking
told
us.
us some decent tips. I actually followed us. There's nothing we can. She's a
That's
god.
not us,
There's nothing
that's
we can
her.
do about it.
That is her.
Sorry.
I do want all of you to insight.
Totally. This feels so
Okay.
sudden.
Ooh,
I don't know what that is. 18.
19.
Insight. What's my insight?
Hang on, I'm adding guidance to this because I'm curious. Dirty 20.
19 and above.
13 plus 3, 16.
This is 19 and above. This is too sudden. Mind you, you've resisted the
test.
spell
I forgot to
pretty
send my
well.
hat.
But yeah, no, exactly what it is. Valley left. Why would she be here? Still, this Valley charges directly at Amaryllis.
If they interact, we know that they're both illusions. Totally right.
No, the illusions can be physical. Remember? They
No, they can. Never mind.
Yeah, remember they did a lot. They did a lot of damage to y'all in the past.
Never mind. Who's coming? She's coming.
Can I block
Absolutely.
it at all?
You're absolutely welcome to step in as she charges.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'd like to.
Oh.
I'm getting in axe primed forward.
Because we kind of know
You
what
want-
this is, I feel like. I'd like
Yeah.
to, I'd like to cast Thunderwave where the valley
All
is.
right. Immediately as you cast, you remember how these illusions work. They
Yeah.
literally vanish at even 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
As this valley charges forward angrily, same anger you recall directed at Seren. A singular thunder wave is enough to make her vanish.
Are we done with this yet? I'm really tired of this.
Literally, what's going?
Melodia steps out from what seemed to be seemingly thin air.
We're getting Truman showed, guys.
And she's like,
It was a test to see if we'd be ready to fight against them. Or some shit.
it's best I know that it wasn't a trick. The Melodia you see still doesn't have her mask. Her face is still completely cracked, leaving a void. And it seems she's barely really recovered since your last fight. The little group of players that stood around vanish. So excuse me for being careful.
I mean, I understand that.
Her eyes focus on Seren for a moment. Or eyes? No, what eyes? She doesn't. No. Sorry.
Ace.
The head slightly
Head,
Lack of
head
face.
turn.
You
Yeah.
kind of interpret it that
yeah.
way.
Her head slightly tilts towards Seren. But then she looks past and it's like... So you got somebody new?
Kind of feels
Yeah.
wrong to look at Amaryllis and not have.
Amaryllis has vanished
history
as
here.
as Melodia properly revealed herself.
No. It just
Things happen.
feels strange.
I was kind of dead.
I can sense what you are.
Gay?
Ma-
Oh my god.
Dead,
Gay?
Lele.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
So she betrayed you. How did that go down? Should I say that I told you so? Should I say that I warned you?
I don't think we need to do this song and dance right now. I think enough feelings have been hurt.
She tried to kill me.
You're speaking to the goddess of melody. Song and dance is
You-
my thing. I'd like to hear a few things. I've already said my apologies to your group. I think it's time to hear it back now that you see things for how they are.
I'm sorry it took you
she's-
this long to say anything about it. I thought I did. That's not really
Yeah,
their fault.
What
That's-
do
that's
you
on me.
know? You seem to know more, like Sibylle, Girly Pop.
Yeah,
We
she's
had a whole
looking.
talk.
She's looking at those two. She's not looking at Sibylle or Seren. As a matter of fact, she seems to have positioned herself in a way that's a bit between Sibylle and the rest of the
I would like to
party.
be holding
Almost.
Sibylle's hand.
They don't they didn't know all of that, so that's not entirely their fault. Because I was also warned to be cautious, so I was kind of cautious. And then it wasn't very relevant for a while, and then it was relevant. And now it's
Ask whatever,
here.
ask whatever damn questions you want. But apology is a while away, considering whose face you took it from, Manos.
I should remind you that you're the one trying to get the approval of a god.
Approval is a far fucking stretch.
So I'm assuming that you haven't convinced the others. As if Valley's obvious behavior wasn't convincing enough.
Oh, I know how
I for one,
God.
didn't trust Valley.
I know how
all.
gods act
Really?
now.
Dewdrop. Let's not do this.
He kind of looks at you in a little bit of shock, but fine.
Well, I made my promise and I do keep my promises. I said that when Valley betrays you, I'm willing to be on your side. And it seems that this time has come.
Yay.
That said, that's not something that's going to come easy. And she holds out her hand. Well, no, she doesn't, because you mentioned. She crosses her arms. So Valley took it.
Yep.
And she's
Probably right
ta-
back.
To Kian.
To Kian.
I know. I warned them. You say you got something else, though? And she holds out her hand.
We are not doing this, guys.
Yeah?
I think you have to understand that the last time this happened, I got dropped from 150 feet in the air, so my trust is a little shaky right now.
She puts her hand away and nods slightly. Alright then.
This isn't like a I don't like trust you. We can be allies. Like
Trust goes both ways.
trust goes both ways. I can't do anything with the piece. I'm probably the safest person to have the piece. Because if I try and do anything selfish with the piece, it's going to massacre me.
I see.
That's kind of fair.
Proof.
Do you want to see Karen's notes?
Yes, actually. I'd very much like that.
As long as you promise to give it back, you can see those notes. I don't give
Promise.
any... Okay, you can see those notes.
I'm fucking inciting,
Yay.
thanks, because I'm carrying some of those notes.
Yeah,
but-
inside all you
I'll
want.
include that as well.
Oh my god.
She's being honest. Why wouldn't she give it back? All she
Yeah,
needs is to see.
I don't know anything.
25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, she's being honest. Why wouldn't she give it back after reading it? What good does paper hold to her?
Sure enough. Who has the Sibylle one though? We gave it to
Seren.
Sibylle at one point, right?
All I know is I'm not holding on to anything.
Also not holding on to anything.
I might have it.
I think
Just because
Okay.
I
I'll
was
have the
the one
Sibylle
showing
ones.
Sibylle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I would like to be
That
holding
one's not a-
Michael's hand this entire time.
That one's not really about Sibylle, so unless asked, I'm not going to give that one. Because this is about
she
Karen's
needs
notes.
she needs the proof of what you said.
Well, in that
Yeah,
case, it's
so
the
that's
notes.
the-
It's the notes I
yeah.
have then.
Yeah.
So Misty will hand her the notes.
She skims through them quite quickly with a single glance. Joe seems a bit calmer. Interesting. Very interesting. Where did you find these?
The Feywild.
The one place I can't go. That makes sense.
Your other place to find them would, I assume, be locked up, but he can apparently communicate fine.
I can communicate fine. My death back fine.
I haven't gone back there. It's not exactly safe to go there anymore.
Go
It'd be nice to find a way to fix it.
where?
Where Solaris' throne is, where
Yeah.
sealed beneath.
So, land
up
of the
in-
gods.
Up
Land of the
amongst
gods,
the
yeah.
stars. Multiple gods have gotten... Word has spread of the sun pieces.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
know who
race.
did that.
Thanks, life god.
Thanks, Frenier.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah.
Rainier.
I'm gonna look off to the side and wave at some random birds that are probably there watching us.
They are.
A bird wave.
Do a little
back. I'm
peace sign.
joking.
Like or like wings like.
Yeah, you know what, sure.
That's
That
wild.
happens, yeah.
Case in point.
I'm gonna make a little mouth like shh sound about it.
But yeah,
We're in a forest. I know that's probably reaching his ears.
I don't know how that works. That's- mm.
Eventually, at least. The other gods have realized that Solaris is at the weakest. And it's been many years since that was the case.
Yeah.
We
Tough.
may or may not have fought Casparian.
Oh yeah.
How are you alive? No, wait, I
don't
Very,
think
very-
you're
I
not.
teleported away. I actually didn't
Very-
even see the fight. They just came back very wet.
And hurt.
Yeah.
Was not very fun.
And there was like tension between those two afterwards.
We did not.
Melodia takes a deep breath as she hands back the papers to you. There's a moment of silence, genuine silence, as if the area around you has grown still. As sound resumes, she finally speaks. I'm going to find whatever pieces I still can. If you're willing to help me, then I actually have the strength to become a player in the game again.
We know the location of
Hold
two of
on.
Whoa.
Hold on. What are you going to do with them?
Hide them. Hide them when nobody will ever find them. If
I
extra
think that might have been the goal with this, and they were still like there's a whole spell to be able to find them. I don't know if that's gonna work.
I mean they stopped being tracked
Shut
after
up.
they go into-
Shut up. Shut up.
Melodia gives you a death glare. In a sense, you can feel it. And she goes, I don't think you understand how any sort of alliance between us is going to work.
I didn't even know you were gonna show up.
If you want
I'm sorry,
to
I'm a
work
little bit-
together, then I'm going to know things. And you're not going to be keeping secrets from me about whatever you were saying. And well, the fact that you know where all of them are. I'd like to actually know that. That would be really helpful.
Misty is gonna take a calming breath. Goodbye, demon.
Valley has one. There's one in Hazelton, and there's one to the south.
And we're going to the south
Supposedly,
right now.
at least.
We're going to Hazelton.
Right?
We're going after one of them.
We're going after one of them. We do have at least an ally potentially at Hazelton. A fairy named Juliet. Because we want to.
I recognize you sang, well, you hummed a tune that belonged to the two of you. Juliet, I'm familiar with who she is.
And I wanna make the little motion to Melodia to like lean down, come closer.
Melodia does.
She doesn't remember any of that. There's a whole thing. Like they don't remember each other. I don't even think she remembers what the tune is.
I'm going to want to know.
they don't know each other. There's none of that.
Which was a fumble. Sorry.
Which is a fumble.
What?
Don't worry about
What?
it. Don't worry about
Nothing.
Why
it.
is it every time this individual gets brought up, you guys get very sketchy about it?
We already told you.
what
Didn't
individual?
we already tell you all
Yes.
about this?
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Yeah. But you still are very sketchy about it. It doesn't change that fact.
It's kind of hard not to be sketchy. You didn't really talk about it very much in the first place. There was just a series of events that happened. We just kind of had to piece it together from there, and I don't know.
A series of
No,
very
right,
unfortunate events.
You
I
wanted
talked
to say
about her.
something. You wanted to say something when the mention of they can be tracked was said.
Which one of us?
Lele.
Sibylle.
Lele.
Okay.
I said, oh, well, they can't if they...
Just say it.
Like, if they go into the Feywild, it seems like they can't get tracked anymore.
At the very least, it refreshes it. So if they
Good.
get
Yeah.
brought back into this plane, they might be.
Well,
no,
But
Then
like,
there's
they
a
don't
whole
see the
danger of
No,
leaving them
because the-
in the Feywild.
You know
We
for
saw
a
the
fact,
whole...
the Hazelden one, that just isn't tracked. So you know that once they're brought back into the plane, they still aren't tracked.
During like the whole like ritual thing, we saw like them get like it's scattered.
we saw the initial.
We saw them where they all went, and then we saw them actively disappear. And I'm like after the fact. So at a certain point, they stopped getting tracked. Like they stopped getting like.
But
So they
that
got
could
disconnected
just
from
be
Ermenful or something.
Exactly, but you could possibly recast whatever ritual
We
or
are
spell that was
uncertain.
done to find
if-
them again, which
yeah.
means it's not safe to leave them here either. But it's not safe to leave them in the Feywilds regardless.
The
'Cause
thing
it's
about
dying.
the Feywild is that it's pretty much almost dead, which bodes horribly for us. These pieces, we kind of have to get them to try and fix that, because otherwise it's going to have horrible repercussions for us here.
And what do you want to do with that? How do you want to fix that?
Well, see, I didn't think fully on this, but like ideally, we could get as many of the pieces we can, ideally all of them, split amongst the whole party. So obviously not one single person has all of the pieces,
With
and we would maybe
two
do some
exceptions.
kind of ritual to give Solaris back power.
Absolutely not.
Some of the Feywilds were looking for a solution for it as well. That maybe we can find an alternative that lets it
Solaris
be done with
already
multiple people.
failed with the power they held.
Hmm.
Then we would have to find somebody else to hold the power.
Nobody should hold that kind of power.
Well, it's either somebody holds it or the
Everyone
world
dies.
is destroyed. So
We
I know at
can
least one of the
figure
gods
it-
already knows what the hell they want.
It
Which
shouldn't
one?
Fenrir is fine with the world dying.
Vernier.
Vernier.
Yeah.
I wave at the bird again.
Fenrir's fine
Part
with
of life.
most things.
Hmm.
He rarely intervenes. Believe me, if he were willing to work with me, I'd be working with him.
Vernier seems fond of us, at the very least.
I think he's more
Maybe.
fond of the
He's at least
entertainment.
intrigued. Yeah, I was gonna say it's more about the entertainment. I think it's not actually us.
We have a similar goal, at the very least, which is getting me back my ability to die. So,
I see. Well,
Misty will move closer to Seren.
this is my deal. We'll find some other way to handle the Feywilds. I am not returning this power to Solaris. They ruined the world with it once.
Was it them that ruined it? Or was it...
Yuliang, what's the difference? They were one of their creations.
Mm.
that makes a lot of sense.
Solaris established themselves as the most powerful amongst us all. Gained power.
And before that...
Don't know how, but they grew in power, gained domain. The world went from a dim, empty sky to a bright light. The sky was filled with stars. The moon was created. And for what? For it all to collapse.
The moon will sing a song for me.
There's another issue. That the pieces do have the ability / potential to become their own beings.
Once again, interest. Her demeanor changes from the standoffish, I make the rules here, to, they can?
They can.
They can.
Solaris is one of those.
We don't know the entire specifics,
So, you know,
but
not the
we
same.
have met one of these beings who didn't want to go back to being Solaris.
The individual pieces are
Then why not keep them split?
supposedly their own.
Well,
Because we need them to save the Feywilds, and they aren't able to do that.
and also, the one that we met needed an outside power source in order to exist, so...
Could figure out a different way around the Feywilds. Or we could get rid of it as a whole. Another one of Solaris's creations.
I don't think that one's a wise idea.
That's probably not the greatest idea.
That's going to have serious repercussions.
Especially
It already
since the Fey...
has repercussions.
Especially since you getting rid of the Feywild would also get rid of parts of this world that have been absorbed by the Feywild.
Yeah, I don't think you can remove something once it's so deeply intertwined. I feel like there's going to be serious repercussions and like issues and dangers with that. And it's already seeping into
Something-
here, so we kind of need
Or
to
you can-
slow it or something.
Or you can make
Some-
a deal with somebody.
Something we could try is seeing what, say, personalities these pieces would form as. And if one seems like it would be a good candidate, we could possibly funnel the power to that piece somehow.
Maybe a reform.
without recreating Solaris, but instead a new god.
I would like to point out this Solaris is not the same one that you met and have, or this Solaris is not the same one that ruled.
Melodia
This is a
still
different-
seems hesitant as you say that.
We can still figure it out
It's
as we go.
something
We've
we
only
can
gotten so
try.
far. We don't know everything just yet, and we'll probably
Well,
figure
you
out
know,
more as
gods want to
we carry
have
on.
gods want to have all the plans already written out and formed for them.
It's a plan that we can try and see.
And out of
Right.
control too.
You're gonna have to roll me a persuasion.
Me?
You're
If
welcome
I-
to
Ah.
get help.
Help.
I could help. Be like, and I'm gonna be in support of what you say.
You know, this is a party thing. This isn't like a single person. I'm gonna ask for
What
a
if we all
collective roll. Misty, you do have disadvantage though on your roll.
Yeah, I figured as much.
It's
I figured
okay.
as much.
I have +7 to my persuasion. We can do
Oh
this.
well.
Question.
You have
By
a
the-
+7?
Yeah.
Can we add guidances to this? Since it's
I
the
don't think-
collective.
Oh, well, my persuasion's +9, so.
Okay, well, shut the
It's a-
hell up.
it's a frog.
Ooh, baby.
I
I got a 24.
Holy shit.
I'll add-
Well,
Serenity!
That is okay. If we can
That's
add
10.
guidances, then that would be 10 on my end, which is average. If not, then it's a 6.
Can I?
Dirty.
Misty was
Filthy.
Misty was
yeah,
that
disadvantage.
disadvantage?
Disadvantage. I forgot. My bad.
The moon will sing a song for
Well,
How much is that in total?
+3 so 14,
a
68.
lot.
9, 11, plus 20,
Me and
so
Papa carrying.
30, 31, 31 plus 6, 37 plus. Oh, and then also the. Hold on.
Yeah.
11 plus 20 plus
68,
3
right?
plus 4 plus 6 plus 24. I accidentally put it. Hold on. 24. 68. 68 total.
Okay, so I was right, 68.
I pulled out a calculator.
I had a calculator up. I was not doing that by my brain.
I had a calculator too.
Surely
say-
we add one more point for just pure
One more point.
Honest.
It's
hilarity.
because I'm
Hey.
so cutesy and hot, and I
doing
sing so pretty.
68. We are
Can
doing
I-
68.
What's
Can I-
69?
Oh, I see what you mean.
What if,
Yeah,
what if-
you can
what
have
if-
a nice point.
Yeah.
You can have a point for you can have a
We can just-
point for niceness if Misty even reluctantly goes, please.
Yes, wait. I need to hear it.
I will also offer two things. Please.
Mhm.
And I apologize for the combat between us and everything that was a result of misaligned intentions.
All right. Convince me of a different plan. I'll give you the time. And for the time being, I'm going to help. I'm not nearly as powerful as Valley anymore, but I'm able to help with information. I could even fly ahead. I have also been working on a safe space to keep the pieces. I didn't expect that I'd be able to do anything, but it's better than sitting around.
Out of character. We know what the God's Grease is. It's Melodia's was knowledge, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's
You
why she
know
gets very
this.
irritated when you're like, no, I'm not
Yes,
telling you shit.
You
It's like,
know
of
this.
course she's pissed
The
off.
others don't know this. You
I
know
have no idea what
this.
you're talking about.
Cyviel
Once
knows
again,
what
Why do
Melodia's
I know
grief
things
is.
that I just forget? That that's not everyone.
Cyviel absolutely knows. Yeah,
I need
no,
Onyx to come back
Melodia-
right now. I need somebody else to understand and not have me explain it constantly.
Melodia's
You wouldn't
godly
have the problem
grief.
you told us to begin with.
Yeah.
When
You
I
know
saw her,
this.
she's like, by
In
the way,
character.
you can't trust this one because she's evil, and you can't trust this one because she's also working with the evil. Fuck those two,
Yeah.
and those were my other party members, so I went, okay, I guess I won't be saying shit to them. And then I forgot.
Seren showed up
Circumstances
being
have
a
changed.
Okay, now I'm dating one of them.
Because you love me. Because I'm cute.
But yeah, Melodia seems satisfied, and she goes, I'll prepare a space to keep it safe. I'll try to gather what knowledge I can. And... Hazelden, right?
One of two.
South, generally.
We're
We're going in a direction. We're either going straight or we're making a left.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Which one, South or Hazelden?
Which one?
Hazelden.
Well.
See, someone agrees with me. Finally.
Hazelden does not let anybody in, especially those that have left it. They'll consider you completely insane and turn you away.
Probably.
Once
Yeah, but she was
you-
like told to leave. Or something. I don't remember actually.
There was
I left of my own accord.
Oh.
there
To
was
find
the
Julia.
It's because of the event.
For
that
some
I was
reason, I can't remember.
together. Oh.
there was the case of Diggory and the Lost and
They were special.
There's enough hero songs sang about that group to take them anywhere and gain anyone's favor. I mean, come on. They convinced the world to trust Amarith.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get their
Um.
help to get in, sure. I'm quite certain that you can get in then.
I
Hmm.
mean, I've worked with Diggory before, and
Huh?
kind
Blink.
of.
Huh?
Blink. You what?
Well, they were there
I
when
didn't even
I woke
mention
up.
this.
Oh, are you talking about when you woke up?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, right. Yeah.
okay. I don't. Does that qualify?
Does that count?
Really anything.
Kind of. At least we are at least acquainted. And then
Which technically means
Juliet
you're
was
acquainted with all of them.
Juliet was a lost. I have a feeling perhaps we can get some kind of exception.
Well, if you're so
We-
certain.
So wait, Juliet's from
Isn't-
Hamilton?
I'm gonna.
Yes.
Buddy.
You guys have barely specified about this person.
Okay, so moving on from that particular
We'll
side
talk
bit
about this
that I'm
as we walk.
going to
Priority.
throw something. Isn't the one guy's village near Hazelden as well? The
Adrian's.
yeah.
I don't know any of this information. I wonder why you would know this.
No idea. Anyway, but and would it be public knowledge that they all kind of frequent that, minus
Yes,
the
it
one
would.
who's kind of traveling?
Do me a history check to see if you know this.
Okay.
Can I make a history check?
Yeah.
23.
You absolutely know this. You've been there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You didn't really
they-
get to talk to them, but you've been there.
I'm trying to remember if I had Misty talk to Adrian in the first session. I feel like I kind of went to, and then we
No.
didn't get to do it or something.
No,
he was
Adrian
busy.
Adrian was busy kind of helping manage the situation.
Yeah.
But Misty was even immediately kind of hostile, because...
Yeah. Duh. Duh. But and they all frequent that village anyways. At least that's what I heard.
I think I have to get I need to get Kira next in next session.
Well, I'm just saying that there may be options to try and talk to people about that.
The word of a hero goes very far. If you can convince them to get you into Hazelden, I'm pretty sure they would.
Well, the South also has its own problems, considering we are still racing other groups. Shut up. I was trying to think of another word and I couldn't. The
Crushing.
Shut up.
I have an idea.
Competing.
Mm-hmm.
You need to convince people, yes?
Suddenly
I
scared.
have it on good authority that I'm quite convincing. I could go ahead to Carol. Ensure that by the time you enter, you're good friends with the people there.
Is this via the whole illusion thing, or
How else?
I don't know, talking like an?
It's kind of like their whole
Don't-
thing.
Yep. Yep. Misty's going to take a step and just take a lap around the group, pretty much, just trying to chill the hell out.
You got this. You got this. You got this. It's okay.
Misty's
We
really
got
not
this.
enjoying this.
Yeah,
No,
you
got
bitch.
this.
she pretended to be Misty's dead dad. What do you think this is going to be like interaction-wise? And on top of that, Misty is not very trusting of the gods right now.
Wow, yeah. Imagine.
Yeah, this is a little fast,
imagine
isn't it?
that.
Well, if we're working against the clock, that's a smart way to do it. You can head south. Wait, can I see? Do you have it noted down where the piece is? Maybe I could tell you where it is. I'm quite familiar with the regions. I've been traveling.
Which piece? The south one or the?
Well, I know where Hazelden is.
I just want to be clear. I'm going
Okay.
to pull out the map. I'm gonna open it.
We're okay. We're doing the map thing.
This-
Okay.
this-
Okay.
I'm just gonna point out, out of character, entirely out of
As
character.
you take
Oh, we're finally looking at the map. I just realized.
out of the bag, you realize to your horror,
Oh
the
no.
party,
No.
that it's completely water damaged
Fuck.
and tattered.
Oh my god.
Why aren't magical items resistant against water damage?
Nobody thought that far ahead.
You know, sometimes I forget that not
Because
everybody
we
has a
weren't
world.
supposed to fight Caspian!
You know, every once in a while I forget that people don't live near the water and don't have access to a really good enchanter who knows how to waterproof shit.
You think it's too late to turn around? Can you waterproof me?
So
No.
we can't go to the south. So what options do we even have now? We can't.
Well, okay.
Well, you have
We
your
also-
own map that you drew
Yeah,
up.
which
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
which
know
I
how that's doing.
yeah, that was on me.
Oh.
On me.
You do also. I imagine you also remember.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say we would at least remember. It's just
That's-
that we can't like
that's-
point at it on a map and be like,
Okay. Well, do
well,
we have... I assume well, no, because the maps are still kind of new. Ugh.
We don't
We
have
have
a
to-
good idea of maps.
Well, some of us kind of know how to make maps, and some of us don't kind of know how to make maps.
Seren has the best idea of maps, I feel.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah, because
I do.
Why the
You're
fuck?
old.
Okay, sorry, let me break this down for you. The landscape shift was constantly shifting for 3,000 years. These people are probably actually shit with maps.
Yeah. You have a normal basic level understanding of maps that we don't have.
I know how to.
Yeah.
I know how to get to certain locations. I don't know how to point to them on a map most of the time. I think is the
You-
kind of
you
the
are
thing.
accurate.
'Cause I've walked a lot. That's the point.
I'll point out on a map, I guess, if we
It was
have it.
probably weird the first like month or so
when-
where you walked and like
In your second
things weren't
session,
moving.
you did create your own map from memory and marked down. Like, you took the map that the queen gave everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and you marked things down based on what you saw shown to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to roll for
I
that?
could do
You
that.
want to roll for how that's
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, I'll roll for it.
The
I-
fields,
we-
the
The
vibes.
regular
we-
D20.
So we made a map based off of it, and you had the magic map. You're probably, if this is fucked, you're
The
probably the
map.
best bet for remaking the map. And
Yeah.
also, we do have the two maps that I don't know how water damaged they are. It's fucked. It's I should.
Oh, it's fucked.
I
It's
shouldn't have
fucked.
said that.
After
Um,
Seren pulls this one out and kind of looks at it, Misty remembers that she has a map that everything got marked down on. As you pull it out of your bag, you realize there's a
Dissolves
pool
in your
of
fingers.
water still in your bag that you just never dried off.
Misty's going to take the nearest heavy thing that's in the bag and fucking throw it as hard as she can in a random direction.
Check your items.
Can I roll like a history check or something to remember the map as best I can and cast minor illusion
Yeah,
and just make the map?
yeah.
Probably the
Roll
fucking.
me a history check.
You
Sure,
have guidance
totally.
for yourself, don't you? Or do you not have that anywhere?
Where's my
It's probably the
history?
bedroll.
I think it's so fucking funny.
Misty just
This is
froze
the
her
first-
bedroll.
This is the first
You
time
know
she's
you're in
seen us in a
moving
while.
vehicle, right?
Are we? I didn't remember
Yes.
getting in a moving vehicle.
18.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we stopped when we saw.
I thought, yeah, I thought we
Nihilist.
stopped.
Oh, fair, you have stopped.
Mm.
Yeah, so never mind. Yeah.
15 plus
Yeah.
3, 18.
Fucking throws it,
Minor
followed
illusion.
by the bag itself. By the way,
Oh, I
we'll
need
get.
to. I'm just
While you guys are
imagining.
crashing out, I'm just gonna like raise a hand. Pink glitter sparkles, spark, and then whew, there's like an illusionary map, very similar to the My Little Pony crystal table map kind of vibe.
That's
Imagine that it kind of does that, and it shows up, and it's obviously Lele doesn't know the most about like the areas, but it's based off the map she saw of your guys' map, and so it's roughly the same kind of areas and stuff.
Oh.
And she's like, "All right, point."
Okay. All right. Here's the plan. You go southward. I'm going to go to Charon, and I'm going to make sure that your visit is welcomed.
Okay.
If there's any way you're getting into Hazelden.
Fucking-
Yeah, but how are you doing, Misty? With her taking charge.
No, I'm thinking of another thing. Don't worry about it. I'll message you about it in a minute. I'll message you about it later.
Man, Misty crashing out.
Misty is kind of crashing out a little bit in the corner, but she's kind of paying attention, but she's also now going and grabbing her shit and then
What?
emptying it out to dry.
I need to describe
Can I help you?
this. I need to
Like,
just describe.
I'm listening, but I want to help.
I need to just describe this situation as it followed. So, you pull up the map and see that's kind of ripped apart and nasty. Misty just, reaches for her bag and pulls out a wet pulp of paper mache.
Throws that.
Throws
Give
that!
it to me.
Then
It sticks with
No, give
three
it to me.
Then
slides down.
throws her bedroll. Then, as Lele makes an illusionary map, Misty just throws her entire backpack.
And then we'll hop out to
She's
go
just
grab
crashing
it.
out behind me. It's giving. Well, about him, crash. He just left.
Yeah, Pilgrim.
And and well, and Melodia just starts basically telling you the plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, does that work? That way we can cover more ground and make sure that you don't waste time on actually finding ways to get into Hazelden. Be careful on your way down south. The gods have started searching.
Great. Okay.
Yippee.
Alright then. Hopefully by the time we meet, there's more information that we can work with and a more solid plan. I don't intend
Is
to
there any
put
way-
all this power into a single pair of hands.
Is there any way
Yeah.
to update you without having to fully summon you?
Sing any
Like an
songs you-
ocarina or something.
Any songs you sing will reach me, always.
Cool.
So we just gotta sing what happens to us.
So I just need to become a bard as a multi-class at some point. Understood.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Holy shit.
You hear a song on the wind, probably a check-in from Melodia on your phone, the way you respond is this.
The better the song, the better I will hear it.
No.
Oh,
Also, I
really?
have to put in effort.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. Okay.
You're saying that my holy shit oh fucker song is not
Melodia.
What Academy Awards?
Melodia.
What's
Steps
the
away.
academy?
Melodia steps
I
away
think the Academy.
and goes like, "Alright then, it's a plan.
Yippee!
I shall see you in Karen when you arrive." She
Stay
takes a
safe.
She takes a few steps and vanishes with.
I was gonna say thank you. All right.
Well, you can.
Sing it.
Thanks.
Thanks.
The melody that you've been hearing around also vanishing.
Shit, like that buzzing in my ear finally went away.
So we're gonna have a long talk
With who?
as we,
You?
yeah, in general. While we go
You
down.
guys want to
Is
do
there
that at the
anything
front of the
else
cart?
but
Can I
talk?
talk to your little guy? I have a couple questions for him.
Can we
My
do
little
that a little
guy?
bit? Can we do that a little bit away from here?
Little guy. Yeah, sure.
I don't think that's gonna be possible.
What?
What do you mean?
Uh,
it's not gonna be
He kind of
possible?
he's been silent for a bit. The music got ominous suddenly, but
I'm making an insight on this.
yeah, sure.
Is he being pissy?
Okay, roll relevant.
18 is mine.
You can message me, demon.
Did you roll a
I don't
fucking
want music
natural
to
one?
listen to.
I meant to send that to myself, but I only just did a base roll anyway. I didn't even show the
Oh.
relevant. But,
no.
She doesn't seem to be being very, very truthful. She seems more like she's just trying to avoid you talking to him.
Oh.
Don't
I
worry
would
about
like
him.
to ask some questions about our shared past.
Wild.
That is all I would like to ask him about.
Look, I'm gonna be so real with you. He doesn't want to talk to you guys. If you want to ask me the questions, I can
No.
translate.
No, no, I'm talking to him.
Here, let me ask him. And I think really hard.
And you put your make a little call symbol with your hand up to your ear
Hey,
to
buddy.
lock in.
and let me obviously text.
You,
Froggy real
I'll
quick.
just say, you don't, you get thoroughly ignored.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's really not gonna work out. So sorry, man.
I'm just imagining him sitting. You know the fucking "Don't Talk to Me" Angie image. I'm imagining that's him in like a far
No,
corner. Like you lock in, you try
it
to see
is-
him or something, and he's just there.
It is extremely strange. We have not heard from him since he possessed your body.
I literally
He's
can't
so
control the
pissy.
guy. What do you want from me?
He's so pissy.
He's a short little angry man who I have to deal with.
I've seen children throw better
Um,
tantrums.
We all have. Never mind.
So there's a lot of things to talk about in general, too. Seren knows nothing prior to beating us. Apparently, I just didn't tell either of you two like anything ever. Apparently, I thought I did, but I guess I wasn't done talking. I lied. I gave you half of it and just gave up. It seems.
Also,
Here.
I will say, as you keep
Sure.
pushing, as you're like, oh, you two, you do hear his voice going, I'm not going to talk to you at all.
Oh.
I literally like.
why is he throwing a fucking hissy fit right now?
I can't control that.
He does sound
Suck it
really
up.
Blame
fucking
me for his
pissed.
issues.
No. I feel like we need to kind of air that out. What's your deal? What's his deal? What's his fucking deal? He can't just
You know,
be
we also-
Anybody,
sulking.
you wanna elaborate on that?
We're like working with him, so
No.
I feel like he should.
What if you take off the necklace and you just say "fuck it"?
I can't take it off.
Oh,
I'd like to throw out the random thought process that that conversation totally could have ended with us talking about you in front of her, but whatever.
she already knows that.
No, I'm saying that
Oh.
essentially to Yu Liang that we could have said something about him to Melodia, which
Ah,
would have been bad
no,
in general.
She already knows that.
Oh yeah, she does. Doesn't she?
I mean, you don't know. You
That's
didn't know
all we
she
need
knew
to
that.
talk
I
about.
know, I
You
know
didn't know she
That's
knew
all we
that.
need to talk about. She knows that he's in there.
Well, kind of.
Oh, really?
She didn't say. No, if I remember
Vaguely.
correctly,
She knew something
she
was
said
up.
Something was wrong.
Cool.
So I mean, I guess
cool.
she doesn't know specifically, but she definitely knows that something's up. I'm sure she is thrilled to know that I am still here with both of you. I'm dating you now. We're together.
But- yeah.
That's the whole thing. I'm gonna have to
Congrats.
look her dead in the eye and tell her that yeah, the weird spell thing that you were worried about. We make out now.
Mhm.
I just.
I'll kiss the Sibylle on the cheek.
Ah.
I just want to know what the queen thought of me. What she honestly thought of me.
The queen?
Amaranth,
Oh, that's why.
you know, that person that
Yes,
Seren
yes,
worked
yes,
for
yes,
for
yes. No, I just
thousands-
did not
or
process
not
what this
thousands,
was
but
about
like
for a second.
years.
Okay. I'd like somebody to do a history roll for me.
It ain't
For
me.
me.
Good luck.
For me. For
For
me.
you?
Without.
So is it
without modifiers. I know.
Without
the
modifiers.
I know the modifiers. Don't
I
worry.
get I'll do it. I get I don't 16
Damn.
16.
Plus whatever.
plus whatever his modifiers are.
What's this motherfucker gonna say?
There's a moment of silence before. If you're going to stop bothering me. She saw you as very useful.
Okay.
convinced me to tolerate you despite your state. And silence falls.
That's
Silence will
Fine,
fall.
good to
No
know.
questions asked.
Hmm.
Sorry.
I'm going to sit at a part of the cart and just stare out the back of it and just think for a bit.
Oh! Well, as you do, I would like, some perceptions from y'all.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh fuck.
Is my passive perception of 19 not good enough?
Oh, no, it's fine. 19 works.
I think I see it.
You smell it.
Dirty
Oh.
20.
26.
Can my passive
Smell
perception
it.
work?
Looking out,
What is it?
looking out back, as you're traveling, you do realize something's off. If you see smoke.
Mike.
Behind us?
More so to the side a little bit. It's between the trees. A glow that's sparked.
Oh? I didn't open the
No,
roll 20, I
this-
just realized.
Good job.
Oh.
We don't have.
Roll 20.
It's fine. We don't have maps today because
Maybe I want to
I have
stare
to
at
deal with it.
the
Maybe I
normal
want to
map.
stare at the map. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, let me move you guys to where you are.
Okay, where are we?
It's like maybe I want to look at the map. Okay.
Maybe I want to see where we are.
Like how Everdeep like kind of got a little bit erased during the edits to this. I
Yeah.
just noticed that it's just kind of funny. I'm just pointing it out. It's not anything you can. It's just funny. Air
Oh, man.
deep,
Erdip
air deep lake.
Blake? Question mark?
Somebody said because when the lesbians break up, the world explodes. That's funny. I just saw that.
Okay, guys, we can't break up.
As you realize, to your absolute
Hmm?
horror, that there's a fire
Where?
in the forest.
As in like a forest
Fairly-
fire?
Yeah. Fairly distant
no.
from you for now.
Do we want to go
Run?
investigate that or leave?
What are you gonna do? Huh?
Is it-
Talk to it?
What
How's
is
that
that?
going so far?
I'm magic! I'm magic! I do nature things!
Do you
I can
have
put
the
it
magic
out.
to put out forest fires? Are you
Forest
Smokey
fire,
the
let's
Bear?
go.
No, we'll leave. Fuck you.
Oh, I know.
I'm
Misty,
sorry.
Can you
That
make
was
it
a
rain?
visceral, like, what the fuck is wrong with your
Misty,
I
reaction?
can
you make it rain?
It's just like, what are you
I
gonna
can
do?
make
Talk
it-
to it?
I can make a thunderstorm happen. I don't know.
Does
It
that involve
kind
rain?
of just depends on the weather and if it wants to rain after the thunderstorm. So
Explain that to me.
what I'm saying is that technically I am creating all the condensation and storm clouds and shit, but you know how when storm clouds happen there doesn't necessarily have to be rain
We
and it's
can
entirely
roll
up to
for
the
it.
DM? Yeah.
We can roll for it.
Religion
Well,
or
is it,
Arcana?
Oh, no,
it's
I'm
luck
gonna roll.
to see
I'm
it's
gonna
luck
roll.
to see if it happens.
Yeah, no, I'm rolling the luck stuff. So you guys know the stuff. It's high or low.
High. Always go high.
Okay.
Always bet on black.
You're old enough to gamble, right, Demon?
So that's a 2.
Yeah, 22!
God damn it.
It's dry as
Double.
fuck today.
Oh no, we should run. We should just run.
Okay, we leave. We
We
leave.
run.
We leave.
I will say that
Just leave.
Actually, wait, how far away is it? Hold on. Hold on. How far
Like
away
that?
is it? How far away is the...
I'd say that, like, because you okay. I'm gonna, gosh,
Uh-huh.
you can see a faint glow between the trees a bit. It's not right up to you. I'd say that you have, like, about, like, 100 feet on it. On, like, anything.
This is a... So, I do, in fact, have a spell for this.
Do you? Okay.
you?
Sleet Storm.
Ooh.
Sleet Storm, until the spell ends, freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot cylinder with a 40-foot radius centered on the point you choose within range, 150 feet. The area is heavily obscured and exposed flames in the area are doused.
So that's like an
Okay.
80 diameter. That's big.
20-foot tall cylinder, 40-foot radius. Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, go ahead.
We put out
yeah,
a forest fire. We're good people.
That's 2 3-level spell slots because I tried the Call Lightning and I'm not going to take it back because
it's
I
fine.
said I would try it. So... Sleet Storm! The first time I've ever used the spell, so that's why I didn't remember.
Okay, so first time I'd imagine we go in that direction a little bit.
It's
Sure.
150 feet range.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
you're fine.
I can do it from here.
As you notice, like, you're fully able to put it out. The
I will.
flame... Yeah?
I will also state Misty. No, because we established it. Never mind. I forgot something. We talked about earlier already. It's fine.
The initial panic phase as Misty makes quick work of the flames. It didn't seem too big, luckily.
I'm going to hope that that isn't some person's random fire and that I didn't just douse someone.
Let's check it out now.
You can check the damage.
I
Yeah,
can.
you're welcome to. Do you
I
need to go
will-
where
It's gonna
it
be a
was?
fire. It's gonna be
I
a
would
campfire.
don't
Oh, it's
fly
gonna be a
away, please.
campfire.
I was
If
gonna go
if it
fly and
is,
see, because they wouldn't suspect an owl is like a
Good point. Yeah, you go.
have fun.
okay.
Oh, it's gonna be a
Be
normal
careful.
campfire.
Be
Oh,
careful.
No.
Mhm.
That'd be so funny.
Oh no.
Hey,
As-
if they do catch you, don't mention the sleep thing. Anywhere, but anyways,
Creek
go.
storm.
Yeah, freak
As
storm.
you go there, you don't encounter a camp. You see that the fire was actually an intense one, as despite it burning for a short bit, as you go towards the area, you see a lot of it already turned to ash. Roll me an investigation.
Yeah, hang on.
And Misty, I need to know if that storm's still going.
Yeah, it's concentration up to it, unless it takes a minute for her to fly over. It goes for a minute.
It is perception. Never mind.
Okay.
Investigation. 11.
Okay. You don't notice anything in particular in the area. It's, you know, a lot is still covered by plants. It did seem that a tree had fallen and such. It's as you fly around that you notice, even though the rain is dousing the flames, they're still there. They seem to be coming from under the tree. There seems to be still a glowing spot. And as you stay there, suddenly it briefly erupts again, only to be doused again.
Oh no.
And I can't see what it is from where I am.
You can come closer.
I will go closer. I will not be directly above it, because that thing's gonna fire, but I will, in fact, go and perceive it.
Coming closer,
What?
you notice almost like a line in the ground that seems to be glowing slightly, faintly.
Like a fire glow?
A fissure in the ground, molten lava?
Yes.
That was the answer?
Yeah.
Would I know? Is this like a normal thing for this area?
Are we still in the mountains?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's what I assumed. I just figured I'd like
Are we
double
near the
check.
mountains?
You're not next to the mountains. You're traveling not too far from a river.
Okay.
You're about to leave the forest and hit the plains.
Okay, my knowledge of what god this could potentially be is very much run out. It's gotta be a god, right, though, right?
Would I have any idea if this would relate to any gods? Because I don't see anything
There's
on the...
I mean, there's a fire god, you know? Technically, like... You... Probably, hopefully not. There's... There are
Fucking kill
two...
me.
There are two... Well, actually, history.
Okay.
Advantage since they know a lot about the gods? Question mark.
Yeah?
Yeah? Yeah?
Adrian?
Yeah, advantage.
Okay, advantage.
Advantage?
Two natural 20s!
Oh my god.
Okay, if that's the
You
case,
must know everything.
there are two fire gods you can think of. The obvious one would have
One
been...
for each nat 20.
Gosh, let me grab my notes, fuck.
The DM needs
I
the
love
notes.
this.
Give me a second.
Also, I love how
Yeah.
I put in the effort to make myself an apple to be healthy, and my dad came in and was like, "You want the donut holes?" Like, sure.
I was gonna say, I was surprised you didn't take the munchkins earlier. You showed them, and I'm like, there's
I showed them, I
four.
didn't
There's-
fe-
That's
I
all
didn't
that's
feel like
left. You can
eating
take them. You're eating apples. Like, you can
What?
balance it.
I only knew that was a natural 20 because I heard two dragons roar in my ears.
That's funny.
Does it make a sound when you roll a nat 20?
I have fancy schmancy dice that I got for free, and every time I roll a natural 20, a dragon appears on my screen and roars.
It must be the movie
That's
ones
cool.
or something.
And then the dice melt into lava every time I use them.
So you're the reason why.
I
You
get
caused the forest fire.
Alright. So,
These are really good.
the obvious thought, if you could associate this with any god, is Talion. A minor god of wildfires. Or anyone of, honestly, any one of the multiple wildfire gods. Maybe even a new one. Those gods appear and vanish quite quickly.
Like fire.
It's... As you investigate, however, that you can't help but wonder if that's not quite the case. Iskier.
Mike.
Mike, thank you. Iskier. One of the titans.
Oh, fuck.
Where's the plot gone that we're doing Titans now? Shit. What's the Attack on Titan theme song?
Remember, the Titans are just simply the non-minor gods. That's just the way that they were called.
Yeah.
You can't.
Shush. Shush.
Damn it! Ah!
I'm so sorry.
You think about Iskir. The god of the mountain's fire. You can't help but wonder the crack in the ground. This kind of lava glow feels way more up his alley. You remember what he looks like?
I think I know.
He's a dragon god.
Oops.
Dragon mention.
Hey, most of the gods don't actually look humanoid.
Sorry.
I'm
I love
going
dragons.
to stand up straight. I'm going to take 3 steps back, and I'm gonna walk back to the party.
Well, you can fly.
She's skedaddle.
You're an owl.
Oh, I am an owl. I forgot I was still an owl.
Nah, you guys see an owl, run up.
Fucking waddle you.
You forgot, you were so freaked out that you forgot you were an owl and waddled up.
Oh shit! A rat! Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Okay, I'm turning back. We should go. We should go.
Oh
We
yeah.
should go. We should
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
We should go. We
Was
should
it a
go.
forest fire like I thought?
It's a god. We should go.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
leave. Let's leave. Sibylle, crank that shit to 20.
And quite as
hold on.
expected.
I don't know how to do that.
That one flame was not the only one you encountered.
Motherfucker.
Oh, cool.
As you move quickly, you realize that flames start to appear in seemingly random spots along the forest.
DM,
Something.
can I look up to the sky?
You can.
What?
Is there anything up there?
Roll me perception with advantage.
If that's the thing to notice it, that's crazy. Just have it, like looking up. We don't look up
Perception
enough.
with advantage.
We've been conditioned to not look up because of the night shift for so long. We just don't even look up.
No, you absolutely see nothing. It's a.
Can I look up?
Yeah, you can.
I've been rolling not
Perception
great
raise.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perception with advantage for anyone who wants to look up.
Oh, advantage. Okay. +7. That's gonna be
You would think the +6 would save me, but it didn't.
25. Fuck
It's
you.
cloudy today.
Oh, but I'll save you. Fuck you.
It's cloudy
Huh?
today.
Hold on.
Why are you doing
It-
custom rolls?
Hold on.
Cloudy today.
on.
Are you
Oh,
doing
yeah.
custom rolls?
Why
What's
did
wrong
you-
with
It's
you?
cloudy because Misty summoned rain.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Oh my
Looking
god.
at the sky tells you it's cloudy. Though you
Okay.
do see smoke just going up as well from just different random spots in the forest.
Yeah, I give up.
Not
we
our
about to
problem.
get-
That was
Not our
probably a
problem.
good roll, but I
Not
couldn't
our
decide
problem.
for my dice.
Are we about to get stuck in between a fight between a dragon god and Fernir? I don't.
Not our problem. Unless Fernir
Literally
asks,
not our problem. Let's leave.
Yep, gone. Gone.
So-
I do not want to be in the middle of a Titan battle again.
I want a combined survival from you lot.
Fuck.
Survive? Oh, I'm okay. Never mind. Alright.
Marty,
All right.
That's guidance.
Holy shit, dirty 20.
Okay.
What?
Survival.
Do I have advantage instead of... No, I don't.
Why would
Where's
you?
my survival?
Oh, it doesn't fucking matter. That's a 24.
Oh, that's
17.
gorgeous.
Hold on, let me Is it group one again?
Yeah, group 1. I'm
Mhm.
combining if somebody can add them up, but I don't think
Yep,
that's
I'm
going
doing
to be
it.
needed.
I'm doing it.
Where's Lele?
Nice! Okay, honestly,
Not
don't
bad, no, it was a
bother.
group.
I'm gonna be so real, don't bother.
Just in case anybody's curious, it's a 77.
Literally, don't even bother.
Yeah.
It's too late, but
Yeah.
we're here.
As you begin to
Fuck
move
that.
faster,
Faster.
who rolled best? Serenity. You remember something.
Mhm.
Astra. It's a long shot, but you recall that besides its main city structure, Astra had multiple underground cavern passageways leading between spaces. At this point, it might be smarter to find those spaces, and you know there's one nearby.
We're going to Astra, and we're gonna go underground, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Well, no need to go to Astra necessarily, just using their tunnels.
Yes.
If they're
we're
still
going to use their
standing,
tunnels.
if they're still standing, it's a pretty easy way to, well, avoid the fire.
Yeah.
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 Which
I would like to bring up the fire was coming from fissures in the ground.
That's also true.
So that we might be going to tunnels that fill with lava.
But I would also like to point out that all of
And
those
or
fissures that
Burmese.
are out, all those fissures that are out there are going to spread fire. And if we are near a forest and the plains, once it gets out of, it's already going to be bad in the forest. Once it
It
gets
is-
into the plains, it's going to spread it's going to be a plains wildfire. It's going to
We
go
can
everywhere.
We can outrun the lava. We cannot outrun the fucking fire as it spreads and spreads.
You can't outrun lava.
That's what
Well,
you think.
The sulfur and the heat is kind of what's gonna get you with the
Yeah.
lava. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how slow it moves; it's gonna be hot in a contained space. I think we die either direction.
Well, it's your choice. You don't have
Let's
to.
just try the fucking tunnel.
You can
We
go.
could try.
That you can also try and stick to the river. That's also an option.
More so, I think the battle's just gonna because it's going up. It's just gonna happen up, and so we could use the tunnels for a little bit and then get the fuck out.
We could-
isn't even
Fenrir?
involved.
We could also, because it's godly territory grabs. That's all it
Yes.
is.
It's just about territory, I
It's-
think.
It's godly power grabs, pretty much. We could also, if we don't like the look of the tunnels, if we go there, we could just hide out in the tunnel in a tunnel for a little while.
I will
until the
say, like
fire
with
blows over.
with your survival roll, you are able to like travel a fair distance, avoiding the fires together.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
So pretty much,
this shit is starting to spread badly
yeah.
Yeah.
because of the high roll. You have like I can just list off like all your options here.
Mhm.
You have the river. You do also know that you could cross the river and go to the more rocky areas and hope for the best from there. Astra is also kind of in the rocky areas.
Check them out.
We are essentially at the Fort Hill Road. We can either go towards the mountain, Astra, with like the rocky. We're not even necessarily going to it.
Or you can give just outrunning the fire a shot.
We could
The
try to get
road-
over and see how it turns out. I don't remember where the other sun piece is that we're going towards.
We could
It's
try
in the
outrunning the
far
fire
south.
for now.
Far
Alright.
south.
If some
Here.
It's
Way
like
down
it's like
here?
here. It's like down here.
It's
Oh.
it's many days journey.
It's probably several weeks.
Uh,
Okay.
It took
Well,
you
maybe a good idea to
four-
go that way.
If we're only entering tunnels on the outskirts, then perhaps it wouldn't be too far out of the way. And if
Yeah,
we're
I think we're,
ahead
like,
enough, perhaps,
around.
maybe the
We can
fight won't
also
even reach there.
we can follow the river. We can follow the river until
Yeah.
we either have, if we can't outrun the fire following the river, then we can turn towards the caverns, and if we do outrun it, we can turn and try and keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do know
Try not to stray too
because
bad.
Seren remembers the Astra entrances. Sibylle, actually, I think you've seen, because you also got a 20 on that. You traveled a bit. You too have seen where the Astra entrances are here, because people have used them. So you actually even know that the tunnels are stable.
Okay.
You can
We can follow for
you
now,
can give
and then
you can give the run a chance. And well, if that's the case, what do you think
things
would be a role
Start
for
to get
the
rocky.
run?
we can stick close to the water, and then if
Nature?
it looks like it's
Well,
gonna get bad, we
it's-
can get across and go into the tunnels.
Technically,
Athletics or
Sibylle, you're
athletics?
driving, so animal handling.
Guidance.
Rose got proficiency in
Guidance.
land.
Vehicles.
Double guidance.
Mhm.
Double guidance.
Good. Hold on.
I'll do the guidance.
1, 2.
Oh. You did
Thank,
it.
thank you. 18
Ignore
total.
mine.
It
Am
works
I
out.
ignoring it, or am I doing both?
Keeping
You did it. You did
keeping in mind where your potential ways to avoid the direct flames are. You go along the river, outrunning the flames. It takes a long time. It seems that the flames were also ahead of you, and you've had to basically kind of cut through at a certain point. Though it's not looking pretty. You realize you're fairly far away from the flames and able to travel avoiding it. It might add a day or so to your journey as you see in the distance. Well, there's a lot of smoke that you're leaving behind.
Good luck.
Alright then. But I do think that would conclude your travel day. You're close to a river still, so you should be safe enough.
We could also stop in the edge of a tunnel.
You could.
Just to
You know
ensure
where
that
it
safety, we
is.
don't have to wake up in the middle of the night.
We have an exit
Yeah.
strategy.
Smart.
Yeah.
Then you want to set up camp around that?
Yeah,
Probably
I'll
a
do
little
my
bit.
thing when I decide to rest. But I need a conversation with somebody.
I figured. Alright then. Then
I'm just gonna settle in.
Yeah. Then this is the opening during this travel. I'm going to move you guys down to kind
Yay!
of where you've reached. And alright. So, conversation, who you want to talk to?
I want to talk to Misty.
You guys can go first.
Then let's do this. I will have a say. As it grows dark, the glow of flames seems distant, but it's there. And it's terrifying. You've managed to get out unscathed. As a matter of fact, the fire has not even come close to you thanks to your navigation.
It's my sexy girlfriend.
It might still be just, wildfires. But Seren, you do have a bad feeling that this might be something grander.
This is something different, and it's not our problem unless we're asked to do something about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely smart call.
If we are asked to do something about it by Fernir, we could try something. But
That's not our job.
I don't know how much we could do.
I also don't know how much he's even really giving a shit. So,
He's distracted right now, so that technically means we can probably have conversations without him knowing.
There are not
Well-
any animals around currently, so I will say, like,
Oh,
as you said,
privacy! No Valley, no Fenrir. My guys sulking. Privacy!
woo! All right, setting up for the night. Well, I guess Misty and Seren go off to the side a little.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I'm antsily pulling Misty off to the side.
Whoops, I fucked up the cameras.
oops. I was gonna say,
Okay.
Misty probably would have volunteered to like go take a watch or whatever for the night at like the
Yeah.
mouth of the cave.
Considering that the fires started quite illogically, smart.
Yeah, I imagine we'll be doing a watch system, which we can discuss that in a minute with them. But first this.
Misty will take first watch and is kind of just looking out at the glows in the night distance.
I will say the spot that you are. I want to know y'all's languages.
Bu- 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 bu-
Are me and you the only ones that speak Infernal? I just remembered.
Yes, Common, Druidic, Goblin, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Okay.
Celestial, Common, Elvish, Infernal.
Okay. There's things written on a sign.
That's not
Uh,
obvious.
There's things written on the entrance. Misty, the text seems familiar, but you can't actually read it. As if you've forgotten every...
Oh,
It's Celestial, okay.
no, it's
No?
Dwarvish. It's Dwarvish.
Oh, okay.
Misty used to know Dwarvish, but that's out of character.
That's a can of worms for a different time.
You can
Yeah.
you can recognize it as Dwarvish, you just can't read it.
Ye-
Because you studied this, you recognize, like, okay, this is a thing I should know, but no matter what you try, the words don't string together.
Hmm.
Well, all
I
right.
assume Seren at one point or another approaches Misty while she's on watch.
Mm-hmm. I
Hey.
Seren is extremely nervous looking. So
You okay?
yes and no. So if we're doing this, there's some things I need to come clean about.
This as in point herself and you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've said I'm a soldier first and foremost. I've said it a few times. And so I may or may not. You've made my job a lot harder.
Sorry?
So I may or may not be still working with the Queen's Knights. And I may or may not have been sent here to do a mission, and I may or may not be having a really hard time right now because I can't tell where the mission ends and my other personality begins.
Other person. Huh?
So, I don't know much outside of being a soldier. And Dace may or may not have helped me with that. Where I guess I put on a persona when I'm doing my work, and I keep work and other stuff separate, and I don't know where that line ends anymore.
Misty will
I-
kind of look back at the other two who are presumably asleep by now, or at least appear to be asleep. And just as a precaution, we'll switch to Infernal when speaking.
Smart.
Okay. So that's smart.
You can see the rapid movement of her eyes. And
I'll
just
remind you of knowledge that Misty possesses.
Yeah.
Dace went easy on her
Yes.
during that fight.
Yes. Which is what she's piecing together currently.
And he was also really nice to everybody, then only mean to us.
Yeah.
And
So-
he also had a chest plate with insane, almost impossible to resist deception. And for some reason, the party just seemed immune to it.
He just wasn't using it on us?
No.
He was only to us.
You're telling me that he was pretending to be an asshole?
Yes. He's actually really nice.
Well, that also kind of makes sense with
He's kind of a
him being.
big nerd.
That kind of makes sense with him being polite to me on the travel too, because I had. Okay. I can't really say anything considering a day or 2 days ago. Like,
We have an issue, though.
uh-huh.
They have the sun piece. And my
The
map
southern
is
one.
fake.
When did they get the real one?
They've always had it.
Oh my god. Oh,
Always had it. And while I was out, I waterlogged the fake map that I have that Lady Oak made for me. That's my deal. Was getting that map, and she could keep the other map.
I'm going to give a wild assumption that you switched to Infernal as well. Just gonna, because you didn't say it.
Yes!
I'm just gonna,
Yes.
I'm just gonna make the assumption, just so Frog can't pull it up and be like, "Haven't even listening." You know,
Yes.
um,
Yes, no. I switched to Infernal when you switched to that.
I. Oh. goodness.
Oh, by the
Eh,
way, remind the Misty you have something to do.
Yeah, no.
um,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Okay. I this needs. I think this needs to be our secret.
hi. Esther and Ileana weren't in on the plan during the fight.
That
They
makes
are
a lot
now.
more. That makes a lot more
Um,
sense too.
They are now. The issue is.
I wrote quickly. This
Mhm,
for now is
mhm.
our secret, right?
Yes, this is our secret.
I don't know.
No, I
Did
know.
you catch on to what I was doing there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, smarty pants!
I didn't know that would work. I'm assuming by that it technically does. Okay. I need that to be established between us because of
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm,
I
mhm. I
M-
I
Misty.
don't know what I should do anymore
That's
because I don't know how okay I am anymore with being just a useful asset to the Queen,
that's
but that's also the only thing I know. And I know we can get Dace on our side, whatever that may be, but I don't know about the other two. If we get Dace, we could probably get Ileana, and then if wherever Ileana goes, Aster follows, we might just have to promise some violence.
well, that kind of seems inevitable.
It's gonna happen.
I don't. We're not in the same boat, but I'll be honest, I don't know what to do with myself other than
I guess that makes two of us.
yeah. I don't
I felt guilty not mentioning it, especially considering they've been sending messages to me.
oh.
Ileana has been sending messages, and that's how I know they have the Sun Piece. They don't know that they probably do by looking at the map, but they don't know that Valley betrayed us. They do know about fucking the asshole over there with Lele,
Oh.
whose name I don't want to say for my own sanity, because I feel like if I say his name, he's gonna start listening.
Yeah. Well, I
want to save the Feywilds, whatever we do. We have to save the Feywilds. Whatever happens.
I agree. I have my own logic behind it, but why do you want to save it?
Because it'll, like, destroy our world.
Well, okay. Yeah. Nah. I thought there was more.
Juliet saved me from a dumb decision I almost made, and with having subjected Village A and Village B to the Feywilds, I feel like I have to right the wrong I made. But
like I said, I agree. The Feywild does need to be saved for the obvious. I just don't know. I don't know who we could trust with the power that comes with the Sun Pieces.
that's kind of why I pitched seeing the different personalities of the aspects and seeing if maybe one of them would be more fitting.
I cut out slightly. Repeat what you said. I'm sorry.
That's kind of why I suggested seeing the different personalities of the different pieces and seeing if maybe one of them would possibly be more suitable, or two. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want Sibylle to become a demigod.
No.
And
if you read the part where if you absorb one, you become hungry for more.
Yeah.
That.
And
I don't want that for Sibylle.
I don't want that for her either. I will say, for the sake of being fully honest, Sibylle may or may not have given her thanks to Juliet, and may or may not have been told to become a demigod. Wasn't given a time frame, but was told. This seems to be a reoccurring thing, is that we're all fucking stupid.
Best quote of this campaign.
But I thought Juliet gave up being a fae, though.
True, but that happened before she did. Like, right before. And we did make a tentative allyship where Juliet obviously was going to forget everything. And so we decided that we would possibly be allies. And she wrote that me and Sibylle are possibly allies in her book, I believe. I don't know exactly what she wrote, but it should have been something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going towards the peace in Hazelden because she was one of the lost. She could probably go back in.
Oh boy.
So we
I
are gonna have to face this pretty soon. But I wanted your opinion on, or if you had any, on if you think the queen is trustworthy or not, or if we should give her those because she wants the pieces.
And has
I-
one.
She has one, yeah.
she
Well, the
has
knights
one.
currently have it.
The knight.
Yeah.
The knight. Okay.
but-
I don't trust her to form a united country. I'm not going to trust her to powers of the gods, especially when we know that she blew up the sun originally, right?
Yes, you found that
Yeah.
out in session 1.
Especially whenever she's the one
Do
that
I
blew
know
it the hell
this?
up.
You
I
helped.
I did help. I forgot, yeah. That makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Especially considering she was the one that blew up the sun to begin with.
Well, she did seem to have been tricked, but I don't know
By
if that's the case anymore.
I don't know. Cause
And
I
the
At
only
this-
issue is I don't want to cause any issues for you. Because if I go against this, then I'm not going to be allowed back in Navilun anymore. And wherever I end up staying will probably be enemies due to the fact I'd be committing treason.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I think we're already on the enemies list. Maybe not officially, but if your friends have updated your queen at all, then they know that we actively fought against her knights.
Well, that was planned.
By you, yes, but I'm sure
The other
striking a
two-
knight has some kind of
The other two
punishment.
are in on the plan now, so.
the point still stands. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
mock combat or a training or anything.
Oh, yeah, you
someone-
guys
we
definitely
went-
aren't
yeah.
trustworthy to her. But-
No,
Yeah.
I don't know
I
if
feel
I'm
like
less
the big
of a-
worry
I
is
don't-
that I feel like I need to remind the bigger worry of, they know you're working with Yul Yang.
and they already don't like me, or Amaranth already doesn't like me because I'm a cleric.
Uh-huh. Amrith kind
So.
of has lost her trust in the gods.
Yeah, I
Reasonable.
wonder why. To be fair, someone else in this conversation has also kind of lost that too recently. Which,
I
yeah, go.
do you have the magic ability to send messages?
I feel like I do. I don't remember. Might be a long rest thing that I have to switch over, but hold on.
I think it might be a long rest thing that you'd have to switch over.
It's sending, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, I can get sending after a long rest. Yeah.
Would you possibly be willing to, on my behalf, send a message to Dace?
I don't know if he's going to trust me.
He might not trust you, but you might get a response from it. And I trust him the most out of everybody there.
Is
Um,
is there any way that I can send some sort of like words or code or something that means it's from you? Like something only I'm not I don't know what
I
his reaction would be,
will
but
try and write up a message for the morning for you.
okay. I'll
Because
I'll
if we can get him on our side, then we can probably get the others. And even if we can't, we can use all the allies we can get.
yeah. I um so I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I'm will be honest, I'm lost.
If we save the Feywilds, then perhaps we can get enough thanks from the Fey that remain that we can perhaps get you your name back.
I will note she looks hopeful at that.
But if not, we will figure something else out.
There are I can't say what they are, but there are contingencies in some places for these for if we do certain things with the pieces.
I think that Lady Oak can make a great ally to your country for as much as that's worth. And you'll, at the very least, have one or maybe two of Navi Loon's best fighters at your disposal.
Not disposal, not disposal. At side. I don't I don't send others to fight my battles. Sometimes a little stupidly, I'll admit. But I my I'm thank you for telling me. Wait. I'll be honest. I don't know where I'd be without you or them. Look off in those two directions.
Don't know where I would be without you guys either. But I don't know what I'd be without them. And I would like to get us all on the same page, if at all possible. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
If we can, we will try.
Mhm.
Can you promise me something?
What do you want me to promise?
Don't let me don't let me do something.
That you'd regret?
I'm going to do that, I'm sure, but I'm angry right now. Not at you, at them. And she'll kind of point out at the glowing in the distance. Every time I'm thinking about gods, or hell, half the time that I'm using magic at this point, I'm so angry. And I don't know what I want, but there's times that I can't help but feel that the gods need to be taught a lesson, and then there's times that I know that they not know, but I think that they're actually trying to help, and then they say something selfish, or
As much as the gods have wronged me and wronged others, they are necessary. And sometimes mortals can be just as bad. And sometimes even the best of gods aren't perfect or get betrayed by those closest to them. And it's hard to navigate around them, but it'll get easier.
I don't. The promises don't let me kill Valley.
I promise I won't let you kill Valley.
I'm angry. I'm so angry at her and all of them. But she is my sister. I don't know if she sees me that way, but I see her that way, and I don't want to do something that
We can handle the Valley situation when it comes up, but I won't let you kill her.
Thank you.
I should probably head to bed.
Before
Oh, yeah.
before you do, thank you for telling me.
I felt that we had to be open with each other.
Misty, you feel a tingle in the back of your brain. A reminder of an order. You were supposed to pass on a message.
Oh, I didn't do that in character. Two things, I guess. Lady Oak says, congratulations.
She would, wouldn't she?
On personal note, I don't know where the pieces will end up. I don't know who will get them, or if for some reason, I don't see the reason why we do it or anything that we hide them. But I understand wanting your friends on side. And I'll help if I can. Misty will go over and hug Seren.
Aww.
And if Seren seems okay with it, give another kiss.
Yeah.
Kiss.
Little mwah.
The traitors are smooching.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna grab them back. Frogging sickening.
Oh, how gay were they?
Sickening.
So very.
Actually sickening. Actually disgusting.
Sickening. Oh dear.
Alright then. But I will say, I'm actually going to deafen out Misty and Seren for a little bit.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
You turned to be
Cool.
gay.
Have fun.
Gay ass motherfucker.
Now, if you guys have any other plans beforehand, you're welcome to, though. I have...
Specific.
Huh?
Do you have any, Sibylle?
Not
Also, I need to know y'all's
Specifically?
languages.
Oh,
our languages.
I only have Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Oh, but then the reading as well.
Oh, the reading? Oh yeah, I can read all writing, obviously.
Okay.
Common and Sylvan.
Okay, you can read the writing. On the entrance that you're at, there are basically a bunch of like dwarvish inscriptions. They're just honestly like just directions. Some towards Astra, some like even towards like Novilun, such like that.
Mhm.
It's basically signs telling you which caves to take to different areas. A bunch of cities that, well, pretty sure they don't exist anymore.
Oh damn. Pity.
But yes, it's
That's
as
cool.
you go to sleep that
Can we be sleeping next to each other?
you can. I also assumed you were gonna be.
Ah, great, beautiful, lovely.
Sibylle. As you
Yeah.
drift off to sleep, you open your eyes to see yourself surrounded by stars. Little pieces almost tearing off of you as you try and try again to, well, make something work. It's lonely where you are. Definitely lonely.
Oh.
But you also feel unsatisfied. And then you're not alone. The area around you has changed. Lily's there.
Hi.
my wave.
Am I also
And
having a
let
dream?
me- Yes, you are. Sibylle. I'll let you act however you wish in a bit, but just so you know. This is... From how you feel, this is by your design. This is all by your design. This is yours. And you feel a little weaker now. But this is perfect, and this is what you've wanted. And you knew that this was going to work out perfectly. And even still, you feel this nagging sense of dissatisfaction. That said, feel free to play this as Sibylle. And Lele.
Hi.
You know where you are. You know that, and this before you is your dearest. The being you adore.
That's
Completely.
great.
Unquestioningly. The most amazing person around.
Suddenly I'm thinking about things and I'm not liking it here very much.
Shit. These weird dreams.
The ground below the old map unfolds. Cities built. And Lily, you came here to ask a question. A simple one. You came here to ask for a shrine. Play it out. Play it out however you want.
Hey.
You
I only
can
got
play
one way
it.
to play, Lily.
You can play it out as either yourselves or as what I described to you. Fully
Yeah,
down
yeah,
to your
no.
choice which you take. You just have those senses underneath that I told you regardless. Of like what
Totally.
you
That
know.
is enough.
You know you're supposed to play it a certain way. You don't have to.
Yeah, totally. Hey, this has been great and all. I was thinking like right over there, probably between city A and city B, right there. Maybe, conceptually, it would look really great if we have like a shrine or something. Maybe to I don't know, me, I guess. Be cool. Conceptually.
Question is how gay I am. Probably enough.
You know that it's not supposed to happen. Even you don't have shrines. You know that that's a rule that you set by your design, of course.
I mean, it might
It can be
cause some
cool.
issues to... it's not fair to the others, probably.
But like they all get shrines and stuff, and I
Do
know that,
they?
They do.
like you and me, we I know that we like
It's-
the whole thing is we don't, but we
You two are above them all, after all.
like
But like we have ourselves and each other. Kind of don't
Yeah.
need anybody else.
The worship of you two is guaranteed.
What's the fun?
It goes without
What's
saying.
the fun of it? What's the fun of it? You know?
I don't know. It was a thought. That, well, I know it's not really something that happens, but I just thought it'd be nice to have a little more attention.
Lily,
I
you
mean,
feel a resentment.
Okay, never mind.
Again, feel. You don't.
Okay,
You
never mind.
genuinely do not have to stick to the script. I'm
Totally,
putting
totally,
out.
no. I get it.
You feel a resentment because you knew that that was gonna be the answer. As a matter of fact, the answer was supposed to be even harsher. And you feel that resentment towards that harsher answer.
No, I get
I
it.
think. I mean, maybe you could think of something, because I was rolling for this anyways. I'm committed now. I did not roll well on the roll of intention, so I mean, I'm committed now.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe we can figure out something.
Maybe.
Not too much ego, you know? And the rest of them have enough to make up for that.
No, I get it. I get it.
Oh. Whatever you want, darling.
Sorry, just seeing Pip counting.
Him's counting the stars in the heavens and all the fucks I have to give.
I think they know.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Get out of our gay scene, deafened ones!
I know what you are.
Anyway. No, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter.
This is our homosexuality. Get out.
Okay, back to the scene. Oh shit!
I'm going to.
Anyways, the soft
gonna-
whatever you want, darling.
I'm going to
Do
kind of
whatever you want, darling. A break in the script.
Yeah, it's a break in the script. Slightly turning to Mist as I appear, I'm like kind of around the back to like next to you, but like wrapping a hand, like an arm around your waist, because that's what's normal and natural. I knew you'd understand.
You.
Whatever you want. Those words ring in your head. Even though you still feel the resentment from a harsh rejection and a scolding for even coming up with such a stupid thought. The words don't match what you're feeling in reaction.
Well, because obviously, Sibyl's a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Does it also feel wrong for me, or is it just nothing?
You feel nothing about what's going on, unless Sibylle feels something about it, but those feelings feel distant to the ones you're almost scriptedly feeling.
Hmm.
In a scripted way, you feel nothing about this question, the way that you're being embraced right now.
Oh. I sure hope this doesn't have any reflections on reality.
However Sibylle feels, you can, Sibylle can still react how Sibylle reacts and can still... It's just your own true feelings are distant to the ones imposed by the script.
I do think that she puts an arm around Lele, but it's not like a warm, tender hold like she would normally. It's almost distracted. Like she hasn't taken her eyes off of the map for more than maybe a few moments.
They
Just
love
thinking.
you. They revere you. No temples are needed to state that fact. As it simply comes first. And it still just feels like nothing. It feels more empty than... Well, you're not sure what it feels more empty than.
I love you.
Love you too.
Another break in the script.
That was low-key funny.
And I'll talk to you two individually as the dream
Oh,
fades.
awesome.
I swear to God, if I can't get this fucking necklace off so I stop having weird-ass fucking dreams, jeez.
Yeah. I'll start with you,
Need a break.
Sibylle. I'll start with you, Sibylle.
Awesome.
Eventually, the dream continues to you alone again. This feels familiar. Unpleasantly so. Though now that you're alone again staring at that stupid fucking map, again to a weighing emptiness. This time nobody by your side anymore. And the stupid fucking temple emerged where Lele had pointed before. Despite the fact that you're pretty sure you were supposed to say no about it.
Anything to satisfy. For my moon.
But that's right.
Just watching Raven in the background. I'm sorry.
Thinking... You didn't really play along with the script. You didn't really play along at all, and to that degree, you're able to fish yourself out, in a sense. Become lucid in the dream. Right, you're dreaming. It's another one of those dreams. Where you become conscious of yourself. And as you do, you realize how odd it feels. You have a sense of infinite about you that feels so unfamiliar. You also recognize how cold you felt a moment ago now for your actual feelings to really come into the frame. And within your hands, you hold the power to shape all that's before you. As you've created so much of it, or at least watched those weaker than you create so much. No, wait, that's not right. You didn't do any of this. You're...
Just credited with it.
No, because you're Sibylle. You're the person born to the Feywilds who became a resident of Village B. Grew up, had kids. You've created your own fair share of things, but they're small. They're you. They're warm, and each tiny thing means so much and has filled you with so much joy. In a moment, what's around you vanishes, and the dream fades into your own. Just silly dreams of what you've had and what you wish to save. That's really what's there for the night.
I almost want to ask if there was any reflections in that place.
In which place? The one
The
over
original
there?
dream with the map and everything. Dream. Quotation mark.
Ooh,
Obviously.
I want a wisdom to see how much you can actually pay attention to what, you know, to whether you were able to pay attention to what the script didn't let you pay attention to.
Wisdom check.
I say the script, but
Ooh.
really the memory.
21.
Yeah. the little bits of starlight all around. That wasn't the sky. Those were reflections of you. And what came in, the reason it felt so cold and so nothing was because what came in was just another reflection of you. Self-worship is a little old.
What do I look like?
You... in the reflection, obviously. And when I say what do you look like, I'm going to describe what you saw as you focused in, what you saw Lele as. At the
Okay,
beginning of
I'll
the
take
dream,
that
you
too.
saw Lele as Lele, but as you tried to
But
focus
after.
in and understand what's going on, you see the form of a radiant, fae-like young man. At that time, that's what you are. Though, it can change with any point. Golden hair, streaming down and fading away. Eyes glowing, and wings shimmering with every movement. Starlight. Falling off and finding its way into the sky. It hurts a little as it falls off, actually. But it's a dull pain. I can
And-
say before the dream fade, you know, I can give you a space to explore where you are. Because you rolled so high on the wisdom. Before the dream fades into Sibylle, I can say that Sibylle is able to maintain a level of lucidity before slipping back into her own dream. Do whatever you wish. You are in a room. The area around, although there are no mirrors, you know you are surrounded by small reflections of your own greatness. No. Of their greatness. I don't think it takes a genius to figure out who you are, but just in case, you'll have to say it.
It's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is
that's why I was
Solaris's
curious. I was like, what do I
domain.
look like? What does Solaris look like? 'Cause I didn't get to see this.
At this point, it looks like an elegant, fae, male. Just honestly, very similar in facial structure. You saw the little fairy Yule Yang, right?
Yes.
The facial structure is actually very similar. As a
Hmm.
matter of fact, a perfect reflection.
Hmm. Interesting. I didn't have any way to see through Lele when she was here. To see past the illusion.
Well, by default, you saw Lele. It was when you started really trying to focus in. It's a dream. It's messy.
Yeah.
Trying to separate yourself from it when it became so intertwined for a moment was weird. But you did
Yeah,
manage
and
to
that's
do
pretty
it.
hard.
It was when you said "I love you." It was as if something shattered about it. Because that wasn't right. No, Solaris never said that.
Solaris doesn't love him. It wasn't about love. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you and then kill you again.
Before you
Can
let
I?
yourself slip to your dream, you're fully welcome to explore the area.
Let's see, can I walk around a little bit?
As you step away,
I'm assuming more of a stalk, you know, we're still kind of in it, but not in it type of deal.
you have
It's
to...
like-
I'll give you
pace,
a
if that makes
small
sense.
description, then you're going to have to wisdom again to be able to not just slip into Village B.
Slip out of it. Yeah.
You are fighting between
I am.
you broke the script. You're
I
fighting
know.
between maintaining, still holding on.
I should have said of
to this
course,
dream.
but I'm gay. I probably would have still broken it, but I should have just said of course, but I'm gay instead, so I said I love you.
Who knows? Still, it's given you the ability to separate yourself, to recognize what's happening.
I do.
Stepping
I'll focus on-
forward, you
Wait.
see that you're not quite alone. You see a wind god sitting around. It's not Valley. They instantly bow as you pass by and wisdom.
Wisdom. Where can I get some? Yeah, no. Okay, it's over.
But as you try to get a proper glance at the palace, you can't see past your throne. Trying to get an idea of what's going on, what's between. As you step out, your foot slips and you find yourself stepping on normal ground as Sibylle. As your mind slips away into a normal dream. Now I'll catch on with Lele.
Oopsie.
That wasn't right.
Onward.
Okay, hey, Bakru, what you need from me?
You rip yourself away from the dream.
Yeah.
That wasn't right.
Disgusting.
That was wrong. That wasn't how it happened. And you know
it is
that.
not how it happened. Bro went off script. Bro went off the script.
I love you. What a joke.
Why did I say that? I said it back then, but shit.
And you never heard it
Whatever you
back.
want, darling?
But Sibylle's answer echoes. Because they said it back. They said, I love you. What a joke. What a fucking joke.
This is a joke, then it's not a very funny punchline.
Because that's really what Sibylle thinks. Right, they're attracted to this Lele. They probably didn't even realize that they were experiencing this kind of dream. They didn't realize that your closeness together projected your own memories. You need to be more careful with this shit.
Yeah, I should probably not sleep so close to people in the future. Why was I even doing that to begin with?
Well,
Right,
you had
because,
to, right?
you know, keeping up the idea of
Of a
relationship.
love.
being
Just your
loved.
luck.
Ugh.
You go from worshipping the sun to worshipping someone made in its image. Not only a downgrade, just as pathetic. And here you are doing all of it again. Darling sweetheart.
And that Seren person nearly caught on to me. So glad I had the quick thinking to
Yeah! What a great idea!
and say, hey, I'm gonna subtle spell minor illusion for a voice.
It was
And
divine
bigger.
inspiration.
Indeed.
Divine inspiration came to save your ass.
For real, for real. If she must insist on talking to someone, then she will. This is it was nearly too close. I need to make this more convincing while still keeping enough distance that things like that, talking about the dream, doesn't happen again.
One thing was relieving about it. At least you didn't see him. At least you didn't look just like him in that dream. At least that part faded. One part of having a new form that... One good fucking piece of it is that perhaps your form no longer reflects them anymore. You were never able to change. Despite all the illusions, despite anything, you were never able to go too far away. You were never able to really stray. So at least there's that.
I'm gonna take a quick walk, around.
The moon shines down upon you, though it's not your light.
Awkward. Before I'll get back into my bedroll and try to relax, because technically I don't need to sleep.
No. Well, at least you get
succumb
to
to
keep an eye
very-
on, the freaking plains fire.
Yeah, I'll keep watch. I'll just be sitting on my bedroll, just probably looking through the all the different products that Lele uses, trying to having now that no one's looking at me, just reading them properly and trying to figure them out for realsies this time. Because okay, if I'm gonna have to keep doing this, might as well look at the label.
What is the 50-step routine?
It's a 10-step routine, and it's okay, first she washes her face. This thing that's called exfoliate, it's got a green color. Then it's a hydrating thing, and then there's a face mask that gets applied. Keep that on for a while, and I'm just and then there's a few other ones that I have no idea what they do.
Well, you better get learning.
I'll figure this out by the next time I have to do this.
Okay, next time you try to do this, you'll
I'll
get
do light
advantage on
activities
it.
that will count as my long rest.
Next time you try and do it, you'll get advantage on it. Alright then! Good morning!
Good morning, campers.
Good morning.
You wake
campers.
up to
Awesome.
Lele, nice, bright and early.
I'm gonna sleep, guys. What the fuck is this?
And the fire's still in the distance, now worse than before. The spot you found, well, you managed to... Well, you knew that you'd be safe enough, just judging by the winds and stuff. As long as the winds didn't change. And you were right. Yes?
Never mind. I answered my own question.
Okay. You're welcome.
It was gonna be about my mechanic, but it doesn't fucking matter because I have good berries, so.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. The area ahead still has plenty of patches of safe area to travel, but yeah, no, there's smoke everywhere and it's not looking nice. The wind currently is blowing east, so you're not getting smoked.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Lovely. Very convenient. Flipping for our 69 survival check.
Yeah, no, you like genuinely full night went by, no issues. All of you are unscathed. You're not even you don't even have a cough. Like you managed to basically navigate
Fair
that
quality,
shit
good.
perfectly. You know, as
Yeah.
long as the wind doesn't change, you'll be fine.
Everybody gets a good berry, so they don't have to eat today, just in case we don't have time to stop and eat. Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
As a precaution, we still can. Having a good berry doesn't mean you can't eat. You can still eat.
I perfectly plan our meals for what? Do you hate me?
You can make whatever you want. We can still eat it. It's just if we don't have time to stop.
Okay. Whatever.
It's just a
You
precaution.
could put it in it. That's a full meal. Put a little bit in it.
Okay. Whatever you say. You know.
Garnish.
We still eat your food.
I like your
Get
cooking.
perfectly
When-
good food for us.
When have we not eaten your food?
Don't
Good
ask that
point.
question.
Okay.
Do you have any croissants on you?
I
What?
I love the implication
Croissant?
that every time there's been an off-camera like traveling like meal, there's occasionally
I'm honestly
times
assuming you're
that you
just
guys are just
pulling a
throwing it out
diggery.
behind your back.
I'm honestly assuming you just pull a diggery with the like, okay, picnic, okay, picnic, okay, picnic.
Oh, definitely. I was definitely doing stuff like that, though. Obviously, running from the fire.
Yeah, you skipped like 3 picnics.
We had 2 little picnics yesterday. We need to hit our picnic quota.
Okay.
We can have
Right.
picnics in the thing as we go.
Car, yeah.
You can also have it in the car.
Mhm.
I would like to explore these caves a little bit more. Not group wise. The writing is weird.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Any comment,
Next-
anyone?
Nope.
I mean, you're not
Let's-
bringing it up.
I
You're
can't
not
read it.
Are you bringing it up verbally?
I
I'm
can't
gonna
read it.
give a good berry to Lele, and I'm gonna give a good berry to Sibylle. I already gave one to Misty, and I'm gonna eat my own good berry, which puts me back to full health.
Nice. You
Because I've
finally
been-
reached it.
I've like been out of like 3 hit points the entirety of
That's funny.
yesterday.
Yeah, because long rest didn't give you them.
Mm.
We love an effective long rest for this homebrew.
Yeah.
Misty, do you bring up you wanting to look at the tunnels at all, like verbally with like the writing?
Yeah. Because she's gonna start looking around and wandering
you
off
looking for?
beforehand. I don't know. The writing on the tunnels is weird. It looks familiar, but I can't read it.
I can read that.
What does it say? What is it?
DM, what does it say again?
It basically
Warning,
tells you
caution.
which tunnel to go for which area. Some mention cities that no longer exist, but Astra and Novilun are actually mentioned amongst them.
I say this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It basically, yeah, it's basically
like we are writing.
signs.
Wednesday.
Oh.
What, do you have any idea what language it is?
No, I just can read it.
I don't know. It's weird. I recognize it, but I can't read it.
Maybe
There's a lot of weird going on.
is it like a
today.
like a sidestep from like Elvish or Sylvan?
Seren,
No.
you can do a history. You know this. You could definitely know like what language was used in this area.
Oh
No,
my
you
God,
have
9.
no fucking clue.
No, I
Ah,
don't
it's
think
crazy.
it's that languages. I was the one leading.
Interesting.
Interesting. What
Um,
languages do you know, Misty?
I know Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
So it could be like a if you recognize it, it could be an ancient
not-
version of Celestial or Infernal.
Well, it's not
What?
any of those, though. It doesn't
Lele,
look similar.
Lily, how does your like magic work? Like,
Like he gave me powers every so often. I get more powers. I read a book.
okay. No, like
I'm a warlock. Is that the word you want to use?
you don't know what language that is.
I just was told, hey, with this new power, you can read all writing.
Can you understand all languages said?
Let me look up the semantics. Okay, hold
I
on.
don't think you can understand all languages said.
I'm going to look.
I'm
around.
going to look
There
at
is a
Misty, and I'm going to
potentiality.
say something in Infernal, which I'll DM Misty.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure with this ability it's let me find it. No, that's Devil Sight. No, I need the other sight thing. Eyes of the Runekeeper. Yeah, you can read all writing. That's what it specifically is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I don't know. Misty's just gonna wander around and look at it. Look at the writings and stuff. He's just kind of pondering.
There you go. There's that.
Yay.
So you can't understand what she just said.
No.
Weird.
That's strange.
I don't know. You're
I just
I
have
don't
weird
get-
eyes. It mostly a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
you-
things
you-
have an
you have a lot of
eye
things
base. I
that-
have the best eyesight ever.
a lot of the things you do are weird though. I'm gonna look around while we're cracking up a little bit.
Okay, well, you're doing that, Lily.
Yeah?
You never finished talking about your skincare routine with me.
Yeah, I can show you how it goes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go through my entire 10-step facial care routine.
You
The
only
second
got
you
to
start,
step
I'm
8.
just following Misty.
You are.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. So how
Oh no.
you sleep last night?
That's a very interesting question. Why are you asking?
I don't know. I go into a trance for 4 hours and then okay.
Midway
I
through like reading talk
No.
about one
me
product.
or
I'm just
Lele
gonna
don't
turn-
sleep.
How did you sleep last night?
Fine. I took first watch. Means I got
Oh.
full uninterrupted rest. Please tell me someone else. I woke you up. Points at Lele. I woke you up. Did you not take watch?
I took watch, yeah.
Okay.
I
Glad.
slept. And I slept great.
I slept.
Good.
That's foreboding.
Why?
Is that the word?
Why'd you say it
You
that
have
way?
the same dream that I did?
I slept.
Did you two dream again?
Oh my god. Are we twinning right now?
I said I slept good, and then you said you slept. You didn't say whether it was good or bad.
Well,
so
I
I'm
was
assuming
asked
it's
if I
bad.
was if
How was your sleep? That's what I asked.
good.
That totally not ominous. No.
Okay.
How?
sure.
I look at Lele.
Did
Are
you
we
two like
blink?
fuck?
Blink, blink. What?
Sorry, that was my inner Piper.
What?
Nah, that's a Seren moment.
That's a
such a
Seren moment,
Seren
yeah.
moment.
The way I said it was in the Piper mannerisms,
guys-
but no, I did say that. Did you guys fuck?
No.
No.
I don't know. You just kind of looked at each other, and I've
No, not like that. We are in a public space.
That's so irresponsible of us if we did.
I mean, Shrugs.
What did you?
I've
two
been in
do?
the trenches. I'm not surprised by anything.
Right, you're like your old party had a married couple, right?
What did you two do?
Yeah.
It's also just like we have privacy. Nobody else showed up last night.
Good point. That would have been.
Oh,
Anyway, did you have the same dream that I
yes.
had? Okay, so we are twinning. Okay, you didn't really answer my question
Sorry.
there.
Stop sharing dreams.
It's
the
the same dream.
I didn't dream. So
I didn't either.
You.
Yeah, that makes sense because there was only
Okay.
2. Okay, well maybe there was a 3, but like it was mostly 2.
what did
Yeah.
you dream about?
Don't worry about it.
Like
I'm worried about it now.
like some sort
Well, it
of
doesn't mean anything, so it's fine.
Guy-
Okay, so huh?
I don't know. I
became a
I
man.
thought you
God.
was hanging out
What?
with you.
Ugh.
Hmm?
I became a man. That was interesting. Don't want to do that again.
Wild.
I,
Anyways,
I thought we were in our normal forms for that.
To your
Oh,
memory,
yeah.
yes, Lele.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see something different?
You can explain that. You guys can have that conversation in character.
We can have that later.
What?
what? No, I want to know.
Talk to me right now.
I
Talk
want to
to
know
me.
what happened.
What did you see? I saw you and me. Normal.
saw you.
Just me and you.
I saw you.
Uh-huh.
Didn't really see me. Saw you. Didn't really see me. Very weird. Very interesting.
Wait, what did you?
By the way, you
Was
got
there,
what
like,
you
an
wanted
out-of-body experience?
in that.
How did you see yourself?
You got what you wanted in that, by the way. Just so you're aware. The thing you
What's
asked
the-
for, you got it. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's
What was the
about.
thing that
Sure.
I asked
I
for?
remember that.
What was the thing you asked
You
for?
did? You were gone. What do you mean you remember that? Where did you go?
In the dream? Because we had the same dream.
Deadpan. Misty deadpan looks at Seren and just
How did you lose?
throws hands
the
up in the
thread
air.
there?
I don't know.
I'm exploring since you two don't want to share. Stick her tongue out and then walk away.
Have fun.
You know, in
Thanks.
a lot of stories, they have the sun and the moon gaze, and then there's the sun and the moon gaze. But I don't know if it's the moon. I don't know if that is. I don't know what's happening there.
The moon will sing a song.
I think it is the
will
sun and the moon
cry.
gaze, but I don't know if it's the moon. And the moon's kind of fucked up, and I feel really bad about it. That was bad. I don't like that.
The moon is bad.
Ow! Ow!
Stop!
Stop hurting your elbow!
No!
I hope the chat knows that there was a chance that we might not have done this session this week, depending on how bad this was. And we all told Froggy to rest, to be
Yeah,
careful,
no.
because
Don't
doing
do
more
it.
was going to make it worse. And Froggy said, "Yeah, it's fine," and messaged us this morning and said, "Yeah, I'm fine. We can do it today. We'll be fine."
No, you need to understand what I did.
Twice,
I
3 times
smacked
today.
We saw it.
Yeah.
Twice, 3 times today. Have
Used
you
the wrong arm.
done
So
something?
far.
Injured
Twice
yourself
so far.
again?
Guys, this is only going to be
We're-
understandable by Eddie, but this is the real frog arm.
We are going to be messaged tomorrow in the group chat and like my arm hurts. Gee, I wonder why.
Wonder what happened.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna like just hold on to my arm so I don't do this again. Where were we? Right, those two completely arguing in completely incomprehensible ways. Well, yeah, Misty, exploring a little further. How far do you want to go in? Uh-oh. Amazing. Discord died. Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let's try this.
Hello?
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Okay, let's try that again.
I don't.
Anyway,
What
you turned into a
happened?
guy?
Okay.
I thought we were gonna have
had
to
a-
get on like a Steam VC.
God.
So yeah, I saw you as you, and me as me,
I think
and
I was
you
me, but
saw
then
me
I
as
looked.
me, but you as not you.
I feel like I was me at the beginning, and then I wasn't anymore. But by that point, you were gone, so it doesn't really matter at that after that. But then,
You kept dreaming? You kept going?
yeah, was it
My
easy?
dream
It was fun.
ended like when we were just like saying I love you to each other and stuff.
So about that.
Tell me more.
What do you mean you wait? What do you
Wait.
mean you got your?
So the cameras are all black, by the way.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, right. I know why. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Also, I'll probably have to go.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
soon.
wrap this
Also
up
need to
in a
go soon.
second.
Yeah, don't you worry. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
It's fine. It's I think I saw Solaris.
Okay. Yeah. I guess so. Were like someone else was Solaris, or were you Solaris, or?
He.
Okay.
They weren't stars, Lele. They're me. But not me. It's really confusing. That's kind of what happens when you dream of not you, but also you, but not you.
Stars.
So
mean, they're
as
just the
Sibylle
light.
explains this,
Really badly, and
Yeah.
awkwardly. There's a lot of feelings in regards to this that are not good. And she's like,
you, Misty, how far in do you go? And do you guys walk along, or do you just stand there at the entrance? Okay.
No. Okay. I was gonna stop us for this.
Oh, then we stop.
Just stand and look back and forth between them while
Ah.
listening to this.
Oh, okay, no, but if we're walking, talking, for a bit, it's just a normal tunnel. But as you go further in, well, you first of all find that it's becoming difficult to fucking cart. You have a cart with you and all that. But
We were just walking, like we.
gotcha. Understood. Yeah.
'cause
Just exploring
Mrs.
in. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, just exploring a little ways in, just looking around, trying to see any more writing.
There's no writing on the walls, though. It seems that as you go further in, there actually seem to be like fully lit, like magical lights. And even tracks. As you reach what seems to be a way where like the tunnels part. Each parting now with different writing again as you finally reach it, naming the different cities, Novilun, Astra, and just a bunch that none of you recognize. Assuming that Lele reads them out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll probably forget for a moment, but if you guys like all like look at me like oh right, yeah, let me it says this.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a like essentially a four-way stop or a like turn area.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. I did not know these were here. That's neat. Also, glad you guys could finally catch up, I guess, since you're following me. I thought we were going to get ready to leave, but okay. Mm.
I will say, like, there's
Oh.
areas,
Yeah.
like, there's an area around, like, this place looks well maintained.
Well, someone's maintaining things.
I kind of want to get our stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to just leave it. Let's go. Enough exploring for today.
You just started the day.
Hey, I said exploring.
Oh, I heard
in
enough
here.
exploring. Oh, okay.
No, time to go
Enough
back to bed.
enough exploring for the day, as in enough exploring here for the day. 'Cause
Gotcha. I was like,
if it's just a road system, then Misty's losing interest rapidly.
Yeah.
But she thought it was something.
It's just a road
more.
system, I'm pretty sure.
It's just
it is
a road system.
All right.
So did you get more out of them, out of the dream? Talking to Seren, do you get more out of them about the dream stuff, or are they still being secretive?
I'm being so forthright. I'm trying to figure out what happened and what Sibylle saw.
Well, I guess Sibylle was Solaris in the dream.
If we take a wild guess who Lele was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else there, or was it just you two?
Yeah, I only saw the two of
Oh.
us. Who did you see?
It was just us. There was someone else, I think. Kind of. I want to imagine it would be fuzzy in the way that when you like have dreams and it's been like
Yeah.
more than 5 minutes since you woke up and now you're like, wait, hold on.
I'm thinking.
Was someone else. What was it? It was like not. It's a wind god, but it's not valley.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well,
Oh, why?
you got 3 other options.
Wind. Oh, dude.
I know. I'm
There's
saying
a whole
I don't
map.
know. I'm saying I don't know them either.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the Four Winds, right.
Yeah.
There was a whole map or something.
I saw the
It
map.
was-
Oh.
No, it wasn't really the map. It was literally the world beneath.
It was the
you.
world, but it looked
Oh,
like a map because
I get-
that's how maps work.
Every time that somebody, I'm getting more and more anxious about the fact that we are eventually going to have to go there, where I presume that you two were in the dream.
The sky, yeah.
palace.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, you
Land
saw
of the
that?
gods.
Palace.
Land of the gods.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Land of the gods, nonetheless. All right.
I didn't. Raising your hands. I didn't see very much. To be fair.
Let's get our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And
I don't
with
think I've
that,
ever felt like
Bond,
that before. And I did not like it.
I'm gonna pass my my facial care routine bag to Sibylle. Can you put this away for me?
Anything you want.
Wild.
And on that,
Wild.
and on that note, we're gonna end the session.
Yippee.
Oh, hold on. Actually, wait, real quick. Let me just make sure.
Oh.
Let me check with everyone's messages to me. Actually,
I'm all good.
You're gonna
gotcha.
make me wait a fucking week.
Oh, it's you.
Okay. I'll explain that one later. Nice. Okay. Awesome. All right, we're gonna end the session here. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye, guys.
I almost left call
Bye-bye.
instead of ending stream.
Oh my god.